Yo, yo, yo. Oh man. DSG in the upper finals. Who'd have thought, huh? Not us. Look at us. Look at us. Hello,
Yeah, man,
everyone.
and it's super cool to see that, all these teams that have come from the promo relegation stage, that they fought their way throughout that group stage, fighting every
There we
single
go.
team in the tournament, and now we're down
Hello,
to the
everyone.
top four, the last 3 days of this
DSG is
tournament,
in the
and at the end of it,
upper
being the
bracket
crowning
finals.
champion, it is super exciting to,
We're two series
to be in
away
this kind of
from making it
situation,
to
right,
Ascension.
where we got so many
And all
teams,
that stands in the
vying for that
way is the
prize
number
ever since
one
the league
team
left
in
us,
North
to
and
celebrate
Malaysia,
last year.
Singapore.
But then
Elevate.
the doors have essentially been blown wide open. So many opportunities for all these players and teams and orgs in the region. So it's really
Oh.
cool to see the
Apologies if I sound
diversity
groggy.
essentially that we
I
have
took
here now
a
for today.
2 hour
You said
nap.
it
I
best.
stayed up
We
late
saw an
watching
example what has happened
watching
before
anime
in the
and
last
reading
splits
manga.
in the last years, coming up and then making their way into international, right? International stages, and of course, everybody here now getting inspired from the grassroots up is looking to make their mark. So before we continue on, we have to take a look at the brackets because we did
What
concise
manga
the
were you
storyline
reading?
earlier in the format video, but let's
Bible
take a look at who
Black.
actually made it in the top four as
Pretty
we
good
speak.
stuff.
So we're actually
Pretty
starting
good
off
stuff.
right now. Today we do have a big opener, Golden, Elevate, and this guy's gonna go head to head. They have actually beaten out their beginning matches, match 1 and
Oh,
2, which is
we
against
have not
RDA and Lace,
beaten
moved up
Elevate
down
before.
to the
In our
lower bracket.
first
And
ever
then we also
series, they
saw
beat
last
us
week Lace
2-0.
against
That was pretty
Nextgar, RDA
convincing.
against Kazuna, and then now we're looking
I
at
hope
Lace
that we
and
have
RDA, who
improved
have
since
both made it
then.
out of their lower bracket matches into these two series that we have today. Elevate Disguise, Lace, and
If we
RDA.
can
So
beat them
big,
here, we
big
can go
names.
into
This
the
is our
grand
top four, ladies and
finals
gentlemen. Of course,
with
we have to be
map
really proud
ban
about making
priority,
all
which is
the
pretty
way
nice.
here.
It's not like an
But
amazing
Golden, of course,
advantage, but
big
you
money
know,
question. It's coming for you.
something.
It's coming for you. What are your
JTC, thank you for the
predictions?
sub.
Oh, shit. I knew you were gonna throw that in somewhere else, but I mean, I think the playoff brackets have kind of played out how I would have expected it. I think Elevate Disguise in the opening matches, they were definitely the favorites. RDA definitely gave Elevate a bit of a run for their money, made things a little bit close, but Elevate still pulled it out at the end with the 2-0. The other match, Disguise versus Lace, that one was much more one-sided than
Yep.
I could have anticipated. I thought Lays, have been putting in a lot of work. They have been improving, but DSG showing that they are literally a level above the rest and dominated that series 2-0. And then now we have Lays, RDA, coming in from the bottom. The lower brackets, they've taken out Dexka as well as Kizuna, as you mentioned, and now they're going to face up against each other. That match going to be super exciting. But
If we win this
is just
series,
like a series of today, first one, right?
I'm
I
gonna
think it's,
ask Tarek if he
Elevate
wants
up
to watch the
against
finals. It'll
Disguise.
be
I think
7 a.m.
this
for him,
matchup,
but
a lot of people in the region,
if
internationally
he's
as well,
if
looked
he's
at
a
this,
homie,
after the group stage, would look at
he'll
the
show
brackets
up.
and be like, hey, Elevate Disguise definitely looking like the top two contenders in this region, but who's going to win it out, in the playoffs where it matters the most? I think that is the question, and today we're going to get the answer, right? Today we're going to find out who's coming out on the top, who's going to get that first place in the grand finals, and essentially, our one best of 5 series away from just qualifying for Ascension.
Yeah, that's funny actually because you mentioned that against like Lace and Nextgar it was a bit more one-sided, but that was a 2-1 match. But we felt that RDA against Kazuna was much more push and pull because of how long
that match.
they stretched out, right? Yeah. But with that,
Look,
like you
Tarek
said,
has
Disguise
woken up
and
at the
Elevate,
weirdest
big
hours of the
names that
night
we're
to do
seeing,
watch party.
and we have
Surely
the
he
team
can wake
lineup
up at
here.
7 a.m.
Who's
to
gonna be
do
playing
one.
today? And it's none other
If
than
we
of
make
course
it to
main
finals.
roster because it's a big game, right? A lot of people could even argue that this could be grand final worthy, possibly, but we'll never know until we
Wow,
make
our
it through.
uniform
This
is
is one of the
so
big roadblocks that Elevate and Disguise have to go through. So
so
for Elevate, we're
crisp.
seeing Flaring,
It
Nakia,
appears
James, and Pro,
exactly
and
the same
Lisa
on everyone
against
on our
DSG. It's gonna
team,
be Grumble,
down
Juicy,
to the
Star,
last wrinkle.
Vera, and Wayne. Of course, we already have an example of what these players can do, just knowing that some of them came from last year and coming into this, they are back and they are ready
Blurry, thank
to
you for the
hunt
sub.
down that champion title.
Yeah, I mean, these two teams, we've said it time and time again, Disguised essentially forming that super team, right? Picking up the best players from the previous split, from split 1, and then forming this crazy strong team. You got Siren at the head of the helm, leading Disguise to such an impressive record so far. On the other side, I think Elevate, when people first saw them, a little bit underrated. Flaring, Nakia, Pat J, Ritko, and Riza. You know, these players, not exactly star players in their own team, in their previous teams, but they've come together, they've formed an incredible bond, an
Funo, thank you for
incredible
5 months.
team
Appreciate
synergy,
that.
and they've demonstrated it perfectly on the stage, in the server. I mean, time and time again, they prove us wrong, right? Any doubters, right? Despite them not having that incredible track record in terms of the stats, they themselves this time are putting up crazy numbers, and they're kind of playing off each other, right? They're greater than the sum of their parts. They are an
Toroco
impressive
24,
feat to
thank you for
see.
the sub.
And going up against these
Appreciate
guys, they've
that.
beaten them once already in the group stage. Elevate did beat this guys 2-0. It was a very good victory for them, but again, this is where it matters the most. Playoffs time, you know, no more time for mistakes. You get that spot in the grand finals, you get that double map ban.
No more
advantage
time
in the
for
grand
mistakes,
finals. I think will
guys.
come in really
This
handy.
is it.
So very excited to see how
This is
this
where we
series
have to lock in.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's very interesting as well because at least for this guys, they actually came out on a very strong series last week. They're looking to be at the top of the game, but we do have a head-to-head here to really break down what's happening between these two teams, and it's none other than PUBG and Grumble. Okay, this is a bit
Grumble
interesting here,
with
Colin.
our high
Now, I know this
ACS.
is not the best in terms of directly comparing. You have a Killjoy, you have a Viper, but we take a look at how it is, and I know you have something to say about this.
Yeah, so Pat J Grumble, arguably in my opinion, the two rookies of the team, or at least, you know, each respective rookies for their own team, right? Pat J coming into Elevate, you've got very renowned players in terms of flaring, you've got Redco, you've got Riza, all very experienced players. Pat J coming in
38%
into that tier one
headshot
scene
is
for,
crazy.
what could be said like the first time, making his breakthrough appearance in Split 1, now coming into Split 2. On the other side, Grumble
This
also
man
making
likes
that
to
very
click
deep
heads.
run together with
Well, I'm looking at the
right?
stats they're
Breakthrough
putting
to
on the
this Split 1.
screen.
Matt
Our
has been
number
taken
seems
up by these
higher.
guys. He's come into this role. Both of these players on the big stage, you know, the rookie players, they are the ones that a lot of the time make those crazy moves. They are both sort of the anchors for the team. You know, Grumble obviously playing the Viper the most, Pajay picking up the Killjoy, but both similar styles in terms of how they are put in that anchor positions. And it's really interesting to see, right? These two players, and this is all what Valorant Challenges is all about, right?
Yep.
Finding that new breed of talent, finding that new player that's gonna break onto the scene and make money moves. And these two players are essentially that, both doing crazy work for the team, both impressing me and I think the viewers a lot as well.
Precisely, and you know, coming in as a rookie player is not easy, and they made it up into the top four, whether or not if they are the main star players. But the fact that they are here, they're also hidden talents, right? Because most of the time you're looking at the big numbers, but sometimes it's not about that. It's how much they contribute to the team and how they play their role well. So making this far, that's definitely a statement.
This girl showed
And
up
for
to
that,
the
now that we're up
stream
in the
with
upper bracket series, a lot is being
pages
asked from
and
them.
pages of
The
paper.
pressure is on, but of course, maps.
She's got a
maps
whole
is what we're
binder
talking
over
about,
there.
right? How are they going to be
She
picking
is
out their maps, considering this
prepared.
is probably half of the battle for this series.
Alright, we're
Okay.
picking
Hey.
Icebox,
Mine
huh?
and the Abyss. Okay, we are happy. We're happy, right, Colden?
Yeah, I definitely am. I love to see
No,
players follow
oh,
players.
there
I'm
is a
not gonna lie,
potential
I have to
Abyss
make a
third
little bit of a
match.
confession right here. But
Sunset's still
these are the
banned.
maps that we're gonna have. Icebox Bind.
We
and
really
Abyss.
hate
The
Sunset,
previous
apparently.
time,
We always
these two
ban it.
These two teams played against each other. It was Lotus and Bind. So similar maps, and specifically just the Bind. Icebox is gonna be the new pick coming in from DSG, right? DSG did lose Lotus, so understandably they want to change that map. Picking up the Icebox instead. Elevate, they won Bind. It was a very close series,
we haven't
6 to
seen much
14,
games on
but
Abyss
still,
just yet,
Elevate
have
pick
we?
into that Bind, and coming down to that third map. It's very interesting to see that Elevate essentially picked this map as well, right? They were given the last choice between Lotus and Abyss. Despite them winning Lotus the last time, they want to ban that out. They want to take the series to Abyss if it comes down to the third map. And I think it's characteristic of Elevate. This is exactly what they did the last time Abyss was in the map pool in the early stage of the playoffs. They left it, they floated it as a third option. And it would have been a third option if we required a third map, but it was a 2-0 series. We didn't see any information on Elevate's Abyss, and we don't have any information on Disguised Abyss as well. So this is going to be a very interesting map if and when potentially we come to it.
Yep.
But for the time being, it's going to be Icebox first and then followed by Pack.
Yeah, so I guess literally we are looking in the abyss, no data whatsoever on that third map. But I reckon that the fact that Elevate let it float once again shows that they have a little bit of an idea, but it's a total question mark currently. But one thing I do want to point out is the smart ban, the first ban actually coming from Elevate onto Ascend, because Ascend, of course, on at least on DSG, they have been rocking the numbers, I think 100% even until today. So they don't want to go up against them, and with that being said, I think it's very interesting as well that buying was played out because of the higher stats coming in from Elevate on that map as well. But of course, this is DSG. They are feeling better right now in terms of their form. I'm pretty sure for them, they want to go for a challenge. And of course, we have agents ready. So let's take a look at how these teams is going to be formulating their teams. Oh, I'm not going to say the elephant in the room.
Okay.
We got that ISO.
Yeah,
They're running a KO?
I think we mentioned
guess that's
this,
kinda normal.
last week.
Oh,
during
is
the
it?
playoffs as
Most
well,
people
right?
usually
LVP,
play
you had
Silva,
the
no?
Conversation, the debate between picking the ISO. Is he still good in the card meta despite the nerfs that have come in against ISO? Seems like this guy's sticking to the tried and true. That is the strat that they've been practicing, and they got to bring in the same
got
ISO pick.
KO
on
and
Juicy.
Reyna,
While
which is
Varus
not
gonna
very
be going on the
common.
Duelist, this is going to be the same composition
Normally
that they
you
have
see
been
the
running on
Sova.
Icebox, so it's not too much of a surprise.
And then maybe a
On the
Gecko.
flip side of things, looking at Elevate, this is the second time playing this composition. The first two times they played Icebox in this split, it was with a Chamber, it was with a Sage, so no duelists, and that was a little bit rocky for them. They lost
Or
to
Viper
RDA
only.
8-13, and then they brought in the Jet and Reyna picks, and they dominated against Lace 13-5. So it's understandable that they're going to be running with the double duelists yet again here in this series. But it's going to be interesting. These two teams are pretty decent on Icebox, both respectively. DSG a little bit shaky, but as we seen from last week, they've been really ramping up their protocols. They've been looking much cleaner as a team. So this map, honestly, looking really juicy. No pun intended. Double duelists on both sides.
Yeah.
Let's see how it pans out.
Yeah, I love the double duelist. It's kind of as if we went back to the very beginning of Valorant, where we had the double duelist meta, and now we are actually returning back into it. So that's great to see. I love that both teams also picked the Jet. They prioritize their movement. The one thing different, of course, is ISO and Reyna, but both of these teams, they made it work before. They are very comfortable with it. But at least on your call, Coden, who do you prefer, Reyna or ISO?
And this is it.
And it is again a
Locking,
very
boys.
difficult thing to call, right? Because we haven't seen a lot of
Pistol
ISO
round is so
versus
important. It's
Reyna
worth
picks.
2 rounds,
Nokia obviously going on that
essentially.
Reyna, but ISO
And
definitely has
sometimes
the
2
advantage
rounds is the
in
difference
initial
maker.
fight.
This
So you have a shield, you get
could
a
be
literal
the
advantage
pistol
in
round
that opening fight.
of
But on the
Valorant
other hand,
history right
Reyna,
here.
has the dismiss, has
Starting on
Devour
defense, it
that
looks
can
like
be,
they're gonna poke
existing throughout the
on
round,
A
right?
first.
ISO, once you pop that ability, if you don't get a kill, you're not going to be able to get the shield back again, right? Because of those nerfs. So super interesting to see the dynamic. Double duelists.
Oh wow, they got
GC once played against
they
the
got
double
face cam
duelists
now.
on that team, but
Vera with the
Vera,
opening
the
kill.
first one opened things up. A
He's
nice
at
headshot to
25
Nokia.
though.
Gets tagged down low though, but that is a big pick to start off.
Oh,
the
they're
round.
still working
Well,
this.
take a look at Elevate though. They are slowly creeping up
Oh,
in.
he was
Haji does
a
manage
little
to
too
make
late,
quick
but
look of Vera
Grumble
after taking the initial
gets the
hit.
trade.
Grumble finds one in return, but the plan is
plan.
coming down.
4v3,
The Viper smoke is also
man
down,
advantage
so
is
this
where
be a
it
good
gets
opportunity
scary.
to try to push back the aggression, but they don't really go for it. Instead, they're waiting.
Nice
They're
trade
waiting
back.
it out. Flaring does find one. It's a 1-for-1 situation. Wayne and Juicy. Last one standing. Juicy finds one more. It's a 1v1.
Juicy!
Oh, manages to readjust.
No,
And that is just the slightest bit that gave them
Juicy! He
the
didn't land a
pistol round.
single shot.
I love that we're getting the player cams as well. Redco, he has been a standout player for the Elevate side. The highest rated for his team, I think, at the group stage, if I'm remembering correctly. So impressive work from him
Unlucky.
to bring his
He's
team
a little,
to this
he's a
stage.
little
And,
cold.
he's
Give
he
him a
himself
second to
showing his
warm up.
prowess in terms of his mechanics now. Put J with 3 kills right there was crucial to give themselves access to the side. Despite them losing Nakia at the start, they still recover the round. So a great first round coming in for Elevate. They're going to be bringing in that
That's so unfortunate.
standard 3 buys, 2 saves approach on the second round. As DSG going to be farming up that orb on Styron. That is exactly what you want to do on these low buy rounds. Just prioritize the mini objectives around the map.
Yeah, and I think because DSG now is a bit on the back foot. They're taking a bit of an aggressive stance, playing close together. They actually have the right read here because most of the attack is coming from a side. Nakia manages to find
Daron,
one.
get your gun
That's
out, there's a
Grumble.
guy!
No more Viper on DSG. A little bit of precaution they need to take. But
Juicy
they are not
apparently
ready.
just a
They're
floating
trying to
head.
wait for the aggression, and there it is. Cloudburst into the
Nice.
side. Pudgy manages to find one, but he gets taken down in return. Vera also finds one more. It's a back and forth. Once again, it is Juicy. Last man standing, but unable to
No!
look, and two
Red
pieces
goes
at
at
once.
4,
And Elevate takes the
Reyna's
second
at
round.
40. This guy, Juicy is so close, but he just whiffs a
love that.
little.
Back and
Pretty
forth
good eco
between
though,
the
not gonna lie.
players in terms of the gunfire. But yeah, it's still around on the bot for Elevate, and that is the advantage of only buying those two pistols, right? Or at least saving.
It was
the
so
second round.
close.
Now
He
you
gets
come
the
in
kill
with
on the
two
Reyna,
Vandals on the side of
gets the
Elevate.
armor, and
Darky
then
and
can
Reese are
one
gonna be
tap
two
the
that pick
KO.
up those weapons. And yeah, so now the bonus round is going to be
It
a
was
lot
so
more potent, right?
close
It's got
each
a lot more
time.
firepower. You put those rifles at the front of the spear. Yeah, let's see if DSG can answer back against the bonus of Elevate.
Yeah, and for Elevate, they're actually looking for a different tactic. Vera does catch wind of this and moves all the way back. Very nice jet crochet, by the way, on
Vera
his
gets an
camera.
opening kill.
Very true to his character right here. And he is alive, he's ready. Oh, but that's the Viper smokes here. It's been put down. The wall hasn't been popped just yet. But this given
I know they're
this gives a
nervous.
bit of an
They
indicator that
barely
Elevate might be
won
playing
their
onto the side.
anti-eco round,
They've gotten that opening.
which freaks them out because like, oh wow, guys, we almost lost
Now they're
against
just playing it a
pistols.
little bit slow. They want to see what utility is going to be expended. DSG, Styron's going to spot out at least two players.
Makes them nervous. Makes them
That's,
worried.
quite a bit of information. I think Rico is just on the other side of the map, hoping to see if there's anyone being aggressive, and then he might call for his team to go back. as
Playing
DSG,
disciplined.
you see the rotates are
Salt
coming in
of
right
the
now.
earth.
GC has lead over
No
towards B.
over
There really
rotating,
is only
punch him
Grumble,
in
and
the
he's not even
dick
playing
kind
on
of
the side,
Valorant.
right? So he's just playing and playing for containment.
We need to keep holding under though.
When he keeps up towards
Wait!
A, and Elevate might be able to find themselves a free side, get the spike down, and find themselves in a pretty.
Okay, we've spotted. We spotted
All
them.
things go well.
Interesting
30
enough,
seconds
they
left.
do make the rotate and reconvene here with Redco. This might be the right answer because nobody is here except for Grumble. If Grumble catches one off, it could be detrimental. But
No,
he is the one caught off his pants on the ground. Naka
no!
managed
We
to
saw
find
one
two.
rope
Yes, he
over.
opened
How
it
did we
up
let
and
him do
Spike
that?
goes down. They actually missed out the window, but they are going straight at it. Wayne
Alright,
is going down.
alright, it
Vera
looks like
finds one
Vera,
more. It's a
one of the few people that decide to
2-3-3
try today.
situation. Vera and Siren are already on site. But Elevate, they're holding down the fort. Visa manages to find one. Vera, one last man. And they have the guns as well.
All good.
Oh no, this doesn't look too good, but Vera manages to make
Vera
one out of
showing
it.
up.
Two more within the post plan. But Redco and Flaming, they're just gonna play for the post plan lineup. They don't even need to fight Vera.
Yeah, Vera has to get an ace here, and he's on barely any HP. They're playing the lineups, playing the long card, not even giving him the opportunity. And Elevate, they steal away this bonus of theirs. They get themselves a pretty clean ace site. And then in the post plant, they were able to find the trades out, despite DSG
Outside holds.
being the team that actually found the
Iron
opening
holding.
kill. The post plant Elevate just looked really solid. And 3 rounds now, DSG gonna be forced down to a low buy. Not the best situation you're gonna find yourself in. Despite the work that Vera had done, it's just not enough. No one else on this team managing to get any other kill.
Yeah, a bit of a tricky situation as well, just because at least for DSG, they had the turret up mid. They know no one is there. It's either A or B commit, and they decided to just spend most of the resources and manpower onto B side, which is the complete wrong read. Good thing at least for Vera, he's one away from Bladestorm. He does have the gun though, and he's still running with it. Doesn't manage to find anybody in B side. Instead, Elevate have dispensed their man up in A side.
You saw Styron going for the orb time and time again. I kind of wished if Vera gave his Vandal to one of his other teammates and then he grabbed the orb, so he would have the blade stuff for this round. But
We are stacked A. Yeah, that's
just
the good
leading him
news.
towards
We
the
are
B
stacked
side
A.
and heavy stacking towards A. DSG's got the recorrect, but can they find the kills though? Nice
Oh
flash into
my
the side.
God.
Beautiful entry from PUBG. As the rest of the team of DSG flood from the back of the side. PUBG just holds down his angle. Beautifully done. Expects the heaven peak. Goes in for second dippings as well. Wayne with only just the sheriff, and Vera called in for assistance now. They want to just take the fight to DSG. Vera.
Where did
beautifully
Vera?
done
Oh
so
wait,
far
Vera
to
got the
find
Vandal
kill
from the
to
save.
Nakia, but he's up against PUBG. 4 kills already. Looking for the ace. Gotta get
All
denied
right,
though. Vera,
Vera's
nice
trying
shots
so
coming in
hard
from
right
him.
now. He's the
Angelic,
only
he finds
person
himself
that's
in a post-man
trying.
situation as the rotator, but there's so many players far and wide on the map. He peeks into 2 players. It's gonna be a hard one if he even gets the opportunity to. He wants to find some isolated duel, but Elevate again, they're playing it to perfection. A double swing in at the right time.
Okay, come on.
And
Come
that
on.
is 4 on the board.
Come on, guys.
Beautifully done by
Really need to
Elevate.
lock in a little
Full
bit
rotations
here.
Yet again.
Just
And
a little bit.
honestly,
I think if we
despite them having
don't,
the stack
if we lose
there,
the next one, we're
Elevate's
calling a
executes the
timeout.
flashes and the
We
execute
have to.
from Pat J himself, just the pure mechanics was really solid.
Yeah, and I think this is something that we have to give props to Elevate as well. Probably they realize how these guys are usually playing around Icebox and how they play as a team. Managed to just synergize a little bit more, and it's really unfortunate because we're seeing Vera time and time after again. He goes up for the aggressive push out here, try to get information, but he's usually the last man standing and can't exactly fight out a 3-man battle. And I think we might be seeing a similar situation. He gets distracted a little bit with the abilities, but everyone else is up in a
You
site.
saw one bell.
We
You
have
saw
the
one
drone
bell.
here. That's
Careful.
to spot them out. Gives a little bit of information for the upcoming DSG. They're going to pull a little bit back here. Try to recuperate and get a better angle. See if they can get any picks.
I mean, Juicy has his ultimate, but yes, the kill shot contract together with Styron's Hunter's Fury. Styron's been farming that ult time and
they've
time
just
again.
been
No
hitting
contest
A.
from the Elevate side.
I mean, their comp
They could give up
doesn't
the
make
side. They might
taking
use the
B
ultimates
easy, right?
for this post plant.
All right, Juicy, come on.
Doesn't matter. Nakia gets brought into the kill contract, broke the shield of Juicy.
No,
and an
what is
instant headshot.
happening,
Nakia sits
Juicy?
him down.
What's happening?
Antistry comes out.
Okay, Grumble
just to
gets
delay the
one.
spike plant. Grumble coming in from the back lines, able to find one onto Reza, but the
Juicy's
spike not yet
cold,
down.
man. He's
Nakia
cold
in the
right
Empress.
now.
Find an opening pick though. DSG hoping to enter into the site. The dart comes through. Oh, and the dismiss from
No!
Nakia. Wayne's in a world of
What
trouble.
are we
Doesn't get a
doing? We're not
single
shooting.
pick.
Oh, wait,
Styron
Styron's still alive.
acquired. 3 kills already.
I don't-
Almost
what
gets
is
it, but
happening?
in mid-air, transition, flaring, shuts him out. Takes him
This
out of the
is
skies,
like
out of
people
the
just
round,
aren't
and puts it
shooting.
fifth
What
on
is
the board
going
for Elevate.
on?
Oh, 0 and 5, and now the
Like,
DSG,
that
they
KO
once
wasn't
again,
even
they're looking
looking
at the
like
bottom
our
of the
Killjoy.
barrel here. Bladestorm's available for Vera, but
Like,
what
we're
is
just
Elevate on?
missing
tactics
all our
have been
shots.
So clean, the way that they're playing,
Like,
they
point blank
understand
shots.
how they want to hold, how they want to take over the site. You can even see the way that they play with the verticality. One is on top, one is at the bottom. They play this tag team situation that has been working so well to overrun DSG.
Yeah, we're gonna need a timeout soon.
Yeah, Elevate's reads and executes have been second to none. So far, it's been perfect. This time,
Nice,
another
Vera.
A5, but Vera's got the
And
knives.
Vera
Nice
is
opening coming in
trying
from
to
Vera.
save
Let's
this
knock it down
game
for
right
count.
now.
He's got assisted by Grumble as well. The low ground. but
Oh,
Vera
what?
very
And he
eager to
gets
somehow
one.
flicks onto the head of Pat J
All
as
right, guys,
well.
come on,
But
come
Reza,
on. We got
the
we
ones
got
that
numbers
actually picked up those
advantage.
straight frags, important kills
Let's
right
lock
there.
in,
2v3
guys.
low
Let's
buy
lock
from
in.
DSG, but the bad advantage. He got Wayne at the back of the
Oh.
side as well, but a beautiful clear. Reza does not miss any angle. Does not leave any rocks unturned. Nice Killjoy lockdown just to secure the round, secure the site. Spike should be able to go down. A retake setup coming in from DSG. Juicy and Styron up on a bat.
Oh, but this is so doable. Flaring with this plan is going to get one more outpawn. Straight away, Viper's pit gets popped out. Oh man, you would think that's DSG moment, but this is so unfortunate for them. Reza gets the run out. We do get the refrag coming in. Styron though down to half HP, and Flaring, he's created his own world. He has to push in if he really wants to make position for himself. Oh no, ring around the rosy situation. 1 HP, no armor. And Flaring, he's having a great time. He just walked out of it. He doesn't even need to play in his Viper's pit. Instead, it's the mind games. Styron, he realizes this. Try to go for the dart, but the time is ticking. The time is going down. And we have Flaring
Let's
gonna
try.
find one more,
Let's try.
bringing it to 6
We need a
and
timeout.
0.
We need a timeout, man. I don't know what the hell we're doing right now.
Like, this scoreline is mind-boggling. Elevate just look perfect right now. DSG,
Juicy and
they
Wayne
try to go for
both
those
cannot
aggressive
get a
plays.
kill
They
to
have
save their
the setup,
lives
they
right
put
now.
the stack towards the correct site, but the trades coming for Elevate, every single player having impact rounds so far. We saw Reza with 4 kills. Flying right here, a nice clutch. Pat J opening up rounds. Nakia with crucial trade frags and the dismisses. Rico, of course, with that calling of his. And DSG need to kind of switch things up. Things are not working. They bring in the operator. Perhaps that is an answer.
I mean, the
This
problem
annoying
isn't like our
elevator attack.
strats. We're just not
Yeah, and
hitting
for
into
Elevate,
shots.
they
See,
do
Vera
slowly
keeps-
make their crawl up from
Vera
A,
keeps
so
getting
that's a
opening
quick
kills.
opening that
Like
operator
every
does,
single
applying
round,
defense.
I'm
That's
pretty
gonna
sure
be
we're
one,
up
and
man
that's Nakia.
advantage
So less of a blind,
after the first
clear,
engagement, and we
those
just
facilities.
can't convert.
And that actually deters Elevate to move up into
Like
range.
Vera's has been
But there she's
getting
enough
consistently
budget,
the
though. She's
opening
just
kill.
outward members. Oh,
the last 6 rounds,
The
every
Owl
single
drone coming
round.
in from Styron has just cleared out the entirety of close A, and so that causes the rotation coming from DSG, and they should be able to reach the B side before Elevate commit on this execute. So DSG putting the players in the right spot yet again. But how do they stop this? Do they want to go for the plant denial?
This is very much possible. Rico does pull out the null command, walks up all the way and goes for the plant. No one's able to use any
Damn.
abilities to stop the plant
Just
at
letting
all.
them plant.
And
Yeah.
so is the smoke screen
Guess we're
coming
playing
in. But
5v4
Viper here quickly
retake.
blocking it out. DSG, they have to try to go for an overrun. Good news is Nakia's already down. They only have to deal with 4
When you
more
check yellow,
men.
when you check yellow.
Oh,
You know there's a
Viper
guy there,
spin.
you know there's
Here
a guy
comes
there.
Beautiful flash to stifle them. But they're
Nice.
still pushing on towards yellow. Juicy's got his double tap into the one.
Nice,
Beautifully
Juicy.
done to isolate these 1v1s. Juicy on a rampage. Farah picks up one more.
Let's
and it's
go,
Just Riza
let's go.
on the look
Okay.
for mid.
Okay.
And he's not going to be able to find any
Good
impact
retake.
whatsoever. Plant
Holy
not in his
finally.
position, has to run up. And DSG, a flawless round. Beautifully done to get that first on the board.
Yeah, this is absolutely
Let's
what
just try
they
and
need.
tie it
They need
up,
a little bit
man.
of breather here. Maybe the rotates actually give them a little bit of time to think about how they want to re-strategize and run through with the retake. And that's what they did. Operator does pay his dividends. They go for a vertical kind of situation, pushing down yellow, clearing out as they go because they know they need those positions, that map control, to go for the spike retake. So very well done. DSG finally on the map, and they have the money going as well. Grumble, Viper Split, Siren with the Hunter's Fury, which I know they will make great use of those ultimates.
Yeah, Grumble not even needing to use that Viper's Pit the previous round, so now he's going to use that towards the Zay side. Knife going to be spotting out Vera's position, and they should expect him with that op right there. Saw it the previous round, they gave 2 kills towards him. It's going to be the third option. They're going to test mid this time, Elevate. Let's see what they have in store. The Viper Orb going to be coming up. Just a creep up towards mid, Elevate. They just want to walk straight towards this B
Come
side.
on,
The wall
Wayne.
comes up.
Come on,
They're
Wayne.
fighting
Okay,
for
he gets
Portland,
one. He gets
but
one.
instead, Wayne's got to hold down the fort. Nice kill right there.
Nice,
Juicy on
Tyron.
his back.
3v2, we
Well.
got numbers.
Styron still picking up the pieces. And it's a 2 versus 3. They know that Viper split towards A. Styron was spotted towards this position, flaring, trying to find an isolated fight. But guess who's watching? It's Vera on
Play
this
together.
angle.
Play together.
Towards that mid position. Should be able to catch the spike. No, the wall. Good enough. Flaring has slipped the gap. He's found his way into the A side. And I don't think DSG are aware that he has been able to get so deep. Alarm bot comes in just to find out where
Grumble backed
has
up
gotten
at-
off to. Here's the footsteps running away.
No.
Flaring finds a beautiful timing. Nicely done. Tap on the spike just to bait for information. Just to bait for a peek. Not gonna be the case. Riza watching the screen's position. Dart comes through. Vera spotting him out. Shotty in hand. Into their faces. He's vulnerable up as well. Shocked out by his teammate, but it's not gonna be doing enough.
Styron, thank you. Holy shit, man.
DSG managed to
Letting
navigate
letting
an
him
awkward
walk
situation.
behind a
Down
Viper
to
like
a 2
that?
versus 2, I guess 2v1. Styron with the last 2 right there. Beautiful clutch coming in from the IGL.
Yeah, a bit of a heart attack moment, but of course with flaring
Ah,
and Riza,
thank
you
God.
don't want to
Nice one.
underestimate them, although there are only 2 men left and you have the number advantage. They did respect, they tried to go for the flush in, they get the refrag out of it. Siren, just being a very trusted member.
Yeah,
Now we
that
move on
could have gone
2 to
really
6.
bad.
So great stuff.
The
by
enemy
DSG
team was
putting
so
a nice
rich when you
game
beat
on the
them
map
4
here.
times in a
You do have
row.
one more ultimate, the kill contract, which could be really,
For them
really
to lose
big.
money.
But of course, remember that Juicy did pick up Nakia and lost out to it. Let's hope that doesn't happen once again.
Yeah, hopefully Juicy can find someone a little less sharp, perhaps, on his trigger. Nakia is definitely, one of the better fraggers, I would say. Like, you don't really want to go up against the Reyna. Even if you do take down the Reyna, it's not that much loss in terms of utility, right? So
Yep.
hopefully you can perhaps maybe 5 flaring, Rico on the back lines. That would be ideal, but here comes the execute, the flash in.
Ooh. He
Toxic
got
screens will
vulnerable
deliver
and
them for
shot.
just a little bit. That's
actually.
2 players actually within the A site. Styron trying to spot out information, but Juicy is here. He's got the double tap in tow.
Nice.
He's gonna be able
Nice,
to find
Juicy
all
boy.
those kills
Juicy
just like that.
boy.
The shield comes
There
up.
we go.
Huge. For the side of DSG, 3 players already taken down by Elevate. The lockdown gonna be flushing them out, and Nakia's gonna be tagged up as well.
Wow.
Detained.
The
and
discipline on our side to not push
yeah,
that one detained.
5
I
players
like
still
that.
standing, barely 0 damage done to DSG, and they have the spike, so they just gotta sit on it. Elevate will eventually need to walk towards the spike.
Oh, Juicy, juicy, juicy. He's been doing some crisp shots earlier, taking down so many resources to elevate. Flaring does manage to find one though, but Juicy and Siren make quick work of them. No two-man miracle
Juicy's heating
happening
up.
today. But what a round we're seeing from DSG. Finally, they're getting wrapped up here. And it looks like the very normal DSG that we're used to seeing, very composed, hitting their shots, locking down the site, and at least for Elevate.
Come on, we lost 6. We didn't call a timeout. You guys lose 3 and timeout time?
Elevate, knowing even though they lost 3
Come
out,
on.
they're still ahead. They want to take precaution here, want to plan for the future.
Yeah, and ever since Vera has taken out that AWP, right, it's been very challenging for Elevate to get good space. Because every single corner that you clear right now, you are kind of afraid that Vera could be there. So you really need to play a little bit slower, use all the utility you have. You know, you have the Jet and the Reyna. Those 2 agents don't have the best utility to find out where an AWP is or to, you know, push an AWP away. You kind of really only have perhaps, you know, Riza's Nano Swarms. You have the 0 point from Redco to find out information. A couple of flashes of Redco as well. Flaring's walls might not be the best. It's usually in the standard positions towards B as the default wall. So Vera, you know, finding gaps in their armor, finding opportunities, making Elevate very respectful of that operator. And that allows Juicy to find those kills, starting to pick up those clutches. It sets their team up. And yeah, that tech pause being called by Elevate just to assess the situation. How do they want to deal with this AWP?
Yeah, a bit of a sticky situation here for Elevate. They were very used to flushing outsides, going with the 5-man or the 4-man formation here, just running over from main into site. But now they have to really think about something else, considering of the operator, considering of the way that we're having DSG just revved out a little bit and locking down site. They're not afraid of a fight. They know that. But now that DSG actually managed to perform it, it's even scarier just knowing how detrimental it could possibly be. Oh, that Aljo manages to get great information, relays it, but they're not going to bust just yet, knowing the way the Elevate is used to just rotating midway through.
I mean, Vera's got the B line, right? He's watching down B main. He knows that nobody's there, so there's no real reason for DSG to over-rotate at this point in time.
I'm surprised they are doing a half buy and not full
but
save.
on the bright side,
Well,
Elevate
it's kind of half buy-ish.
might have a chance to enter this
I
side
do
with
have
only 2
dagger.
players. and
Oh
bring
my
out
god!
time.
We
Oh
hit
my
him with
gosh,
the
utility
vulnerable
combo.
shock dart?
The vulnerability from the ISO together with the shock dart. That's 140 damage instantly done onto Nakia, and he's out of the round.
That's so funny.
With the knives in hand, he's
Wait, no, he gets 2 more with shock darts. All 3 of his kills are shock darts.
Just absolutely decimate Elevate.
30 seconds
They don't
left.
even need to see them. But the read from Styra, and he sees all. He knows exactly where they're gonna be. The contingents, I mean
Spike
the
planted.
vulnerability together with the shock darts. It's just.
Alright guys, we need a
fantastic
retake
combo.
S5. We need a
It's so
retake
fast,
S5.
You can't really expect it. And now Viper Split invested by Flaring. Riza on his back line just to
Okay.
assist. They spot
Alright.
out where Riza is, take him out, and now they're gonna converge onto Flaring. What can he do? Dancing around
Oh
his
my
page. He
god.
doesn't know.
He actually took
Jumping
out a
around, the
couple
shorties
of
in
us.
hand as well. DSG, what a beautiful round coming from them. It's not just the aim of these players.
Okay,
of
now they
DSG.
should be on
They're
full
star
save,
players in
right?
the utility as well.
Oh man, who needs bullets? Who needs guns? You can just use abilities here, just combo it. But of
Dude,
course, that's
our
easier
shock
said than done,
dart
right? Synergy,
went
it's needed
crazy.
here, and we're seeing that coming out from Juicy and Styron. A 3-kill.
The
coming
ISO
from
vulnerable into the
dart.
shock dart is
Thanks to
such
the
a
undercut.
TikTok
Thanks to the
play that
undercut
actually
and the shock
worked.
dart. I can't believe the second got 2. I mean, I thought
Yeah.
it was only going to be on perhaps Part J, because Part J was taken down low from a couple of shots, but it's just good enough. I think it was half armor as well. That's why, I know, 75
2
damage,
shock darts,
75,
3
so
kills. Yeah,
it's
I'm not sure how the
150
math
max
worked
damage.
out, but
And, you know, if you're right in the dead center of that shock dart,
That's
you're going to feel the
crazy.
brunt of it.
Oh man, you know, Siren had full liberty if he wanted to just pop the Hunter's Fury, go for full ability kill.
They
if
keep
he really
hitting
wanted
A.
To try. But of course, not gonna take the risk in VCT. But the risk has been taken.
4 of
right
them
now
are
is
on
Elevate.
half armor
Few of the
too.
members here are
Shock
actually
dart
rocking
again.
out the 25 half shields, not fully.
We just
covered
need to hit
here, and
one
this
of
will be detrimental
them.
to The Hunter's Fury. Wayne does manage to find Pat J though. One more Hunter's Fury doesn't quite
Unlucky.
meet any mark of Elevate. Instead though, it does stall them, buys them some good time. The plant is coming through, but DSG, they're not exactly running for it just yet. Gotta wait for the recuperate.
They get a good
we need to
close
check
front position
King as
despite the
well.
exposed spot.
King, we gotta
Shield
check
being picked
King.
up, and Nakia on the top rope.
When you-
Nice
nice,
kill right there,
Grumble.
drops the Empress, but he can't get the second though. Grumble, nice trade right there. Vera coming in with the dart, coming in with the smokes. Up on the high ground, but Redco flicks on it. Redco, huge kills coming in from him. Grumbled out in a 1v2 up against his former teammate. Onto the side. He has to go up and above, and yeah, this is an awkward position. His smoke won't last for too much longer. Redco with 3 kills right there. I don't know how he managed to spin on a
We
guy who
always
catches the
lose
player.
5v4. We always
on
we
the
get
back
first
position
kill,
and then
but
flicks
we
down to the
lose
player.
so often.
Trying to trade him, but he managed to find those 2 kills.
We
gets the
always,
last
like,
one as
I think
well. And the IGL
we've only
stepping up
first
this time
kill.
for the side, elevate 7 rounds to 4.
We're 4-7
Yeah, he really
in terms
needed
of
that
like
round. Not sure if he's just better in the read, if he's expecting
first
or
kill
predicting
conversion.
the way that DSG is gonna be playing, but that
Yeah, I think we
does
could have
go
waited
for
on
him with the
our
null command. Riza
Silva
also
out a
walks
little
away
bit too.
with the lockdown. One unfortunate thing is that for Riza and Nakia, they do not get to buy they don't get to buy full armor here. But a win's a win. They're gonna take it, and Vera getting suppressed. That means he only has the operator to work with, no dash, and that's gonna give the opening for Nakia here.
guys, they've
Big
only been
takedown.
hitting. Hey, come on.
Not expecting that angle. He was a little bit too wide. They pay with his life. I mean, DSG want to be even more aggressive. But the Aldrin comes in. Grumble, the one to take the initial contact. Drops
They
the
got
Vibe-
no
drops
ults.
the snake
They
bite
have
just to
Killjoy ult.
ensure his escape, but that is
Yeah.
key utility already taken out for DSG. The Killjoy lockdown not going to be invested just to flush out these players of DSG. And they even have the null command for this post plant from Ritko as well. So really solid outs for this final round.
Yeah, abilities are still available for a few of them. I think Juicy is the one with most of the abilities actually. Well, when this comes through, I'm not sure if it actually finds much, but it does give
on,
the
Wayne.
opportunity for a back and
Come on,
forth
Wayne.
fight. Wayne is the last one standing right at the back and
No!
and Flary is the one to take him down.
Every
Nice start,
every
even
one
if
of these
Redco
rounds
is
is
down,
so
information is still
close.
given.
Every one of these rounds is
Yeah,
so
huge
close.
round coming in from
We've
Flame
lost
right
3
there to
rounds
get that
by
shake
like a
crack.
single bullet.
Down to a 1v1.
Like, this
is still
could-
really
this
impressive
could
from
be
DSG to claw things back.
A 7-5
8
in a
rounds
different
to 4,
world.
Elevate leading the half in really strong, convincing fashion. They got 6 rounds in a row, gave up 4, but after that tactical timeout, right after they realized where the op was going to be, after they decided how they wanted to handle it, they got the utilities in place. They waited out the dash of Vera, made him to respect the multiple angles that they could be coming from. And in that last round, we just saw, right, playing it slow, slowly peeking different angles, catching Vera off guard in that position again. So nice adaptation coming in from Elevate.
Yeah, it's also it's just also the combination of just being really smart with your utilities. We saw that being played out by DSG. Elevate did take a page off of their books here, applied it to themselves, especially when they are going in with something that nullifies
It does feel like we're getting
something that
warmer
Redco
and
has,
warmer though.
stops out Vera from the
'Cause
dash
we were
here, gets a good pick,
cold.
and that gave them the round the last time. And now they're gonna look to be making waves on the defender side, but DSG with 4 right now. They have to try to win this pistol, try to just collect themselves into 6 and 8 and try to close that down if they want to stand a fight in Icebox.
Yeah, definitely. They need to, string a couple more rounds together. That 4 rounds, while they were great, right? The reads and adaptations from Elevate, that is something that they, really excel in. Elevate's mid-round, or at least, mid-game calls, right? The adaptations and the changes that they make in accordance to their opponents have been really solid so far, and that is what has gotten them that top seed in the groups and how they're doing so well versus different opponents. Right here, mid-take coming through from DSG. An
Ooh,
interesting
wow.
one. Actually, it's just going to be Vera, just to fake
Yeah,
presence.
3
but
stacking on A.
Elevate looks like they're more than
Yeah.
expecting this. They're pushing aggressively. They take down Juicy with his double tap shield as well. So that is the reinforce out of the
Oh,
round already.
he got head
It's
dig.
actually looking so
Yes,
much
Wayne.
different compared to the way that DSG was defending.
Hard left, hard left, hard
DSG
left.
at
Start
least
on
able to hold
tree.
the ground, but for Elevate, they are moving around, and this is looking to be in their favor. They managed to find another 2
Nice.
more and make that an even number, though. At least for Wayne, he manages to get flying on the side.
You need to buy time for Vera, and you need to buy time for Vera.
Actually separated. Redco and Pajay, they are on the other end of the site. Pajay here could get a really good flank. The alarm bot did not go off. They don't really know he's there.
What?
Oh, the jump peak actually saves him that life. Now expecting the flank coming through. Only seen Redco so far.
Why?
Expecting that
Why
flank
are
coming in from
we?
Pudgy just to
Oh
carry it out, but
God!
Pudgy
They're just
on
out
the
aiming
angle
us.
already.
They're
Nice
just out
shot coming
aiming
from
us.
him. And Elevate with a solid pistol will pick up that 9th round. So both pistols going in the favor for Elevate. They've got some really nice strategies. And those duels, I mean, every single player hitting their shot. Nicely done coming from Elevate to expect the push from A. They triple push to take down Juicy. And from that on, it's just a formality. 2v1, nicely done. Rico finds the isolated 1v1 as well.
Yeah, I think that was a really...
2v1 in their favor.
And I think that was also a very brave move coming from PUBG. Just starting off in the second half here, making that flank doesn't quite get spotted out earlier. They know that there was going to be one flank sound cues and everything, but when was the timing that he's going to be pushing out? Really caught him off guard once again. Oh no, Rico goes down. Nakia one or more is going to find.
Nice, Vera. Oh my god.
It's going to make it pay dividends.
Okay.
Straight away.
Okay, this is what this is helpful.
A bit of a pace change. They read really fast.
Watch out, this guy's got an outlaw, and we are all at.
Gave Vera that Guardian, and he's gonna make it work. PUBG answers back, but with so many players around him, I mean,
just play post.
He's only got the outlaw, 2 bullets, 2 shots, 3 players. How does he navigate this? Around 410 years of shot.
Vera is trying so hard, man. Vera, this kid's got it.
Pick up the Guardians and the Outlaw, so it's a fantastic eco coming in from them. And Elevate getting caught off guard here. Just a classic in his hands, but they get overwhelmed, right? Guardian's not great for shooting multiple players at once. And while Nakia gets the first, Vera picks up the Guardian and makes it work.
An exemplary way of shifting the pace and bringing it towards your favorite. Started off with just Sharers and a few classics as well, but DSG now they are able
now
to
we have guns and they're on a save.
Purchasing out their full armor, and they're looking to make waves.
5 stack A. Jesus.
They're not going to be going with the same aggressive pace. It's going to be one of the situations where they're going to get those information, see if anybody is making that sneaky push out, especially since PUBG in the very beginning, they go for the flank, so they know Elevate, they are capable of this. They have to use their abilities towards the best benefit at this current point.
But Elevate's read, look at this, 5 players on this eco round for Elevate, stacking this A side. Nobody towards any other part of the map. Does DSG do that due diligence?
No, we just let him leave?
Are they aware of this heavy stack coming through? Bit of a pause in the action.
Nice.
And they're gonna accelerate into his Juicy with a nice shot. I don't know how, but he managed to get a wallbang headshot onto Nakia.
Guys, come on, they're just running out.
Grumble and Wayne both finding those frags. Still 2 players at the back of the site.
Nice.
Where Riza is, and
there we go. 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 There we go.
Into the meat grinder, into the trap play with 5 players there. They only lose 1. And they keep things really.
Come on, these players ain't shit. We are the better team. I believe that. I believe we are actually the better team.
Damage, but at least for Elevate, I saw that.
We're on an outlaw, but luckily 3 of them are on half shields.
Yeah, they're getting the good read. Unfortunately, it's just a bit tough to play with the pistols instead of the rifles. But we're looking back at DSG with a very nice change of pace earlier and now taking back 2 rounds. And this is all they need. They're going to start out the momentum, but they're actually going to call for the timeout. Very interesting here. We don't usually see a lot of timeouts being called after getting a 2 win, at the very least, at the start of the round swap, right?
Yeah, that is a good point. This timeout seemingly a little bit earlier than we tend to expect, but perhaps DSG is just wanting to ensure things do not get out of hand. Expecting perhaps Elevate to do something interesting at this round, so they want to answer with.
Why timeout? I feel like at 6-9, you're not gonna have much more opportunities to use timeouts.
Gonna be picking out that outlaw. I think.
Like I feel like it's a use it or lose it.
Pick up the weapon because even with full armor, we all know that the outlaw does 140 damage to the body, right?
Yep.
But with the Killjoy turret, if he plays with the turret deals 12 damage in a burst. So if Wayne manages to hit a shot onto a full HP Elevate player, and then the turret just deals a little bit of damage, that's going to be enough to convert for a kill. So let's see if Wayne actually abuses that kind of little dynamic right there. Looks like he's going to be playing towards mid, where his turret is actually in.
Wow,
but
damn.
In the meantime,
I feel like we could have killed him there if we were ready.
And DSG more than respectful of this area. They'll be slowly clearing things out turret for any potential re-aggression as they assess the map.
A bit of pause over here.
Come on, we got an outlaw, no?
It is a sneaky star run trying to get some information out. On the other end, it is going to be flaring. But at least for Elevate, they're actually going back into their default positions.
Oh.
In A here. This could be detrimental
Sending for
PSG.
B.
They haven't budged at all from the last skirmish.
Oh.
Elevate making a bit of a read, and it's not going to be the correct one. Thinking it could be B or
This
B,
guy is
but
just
it's gonna be towards
spraying?
this A side. J, beautiful pre-fire will break the shield of Juicy, but he's got to get the kills though.
Guys, there's one lower. There's triple swing, double swing.
Triple swing that position. They find both of the kills.
Oh my
Not
god. Okay.
answering with one back, but Grumble with the Guardian.
3v2. 3v2. Chill, 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 chill,
Huge
chill.
kill right there in a 3 versus 2. Visa's in a bit of a tough situation. He's being pushed in from different sides.
Nice.
Goes to the top plane instead, but Wayne
Nice,
gets it out,
Grumble.
and Grumble just
That's
swings
what
out
we
without
need.
any
We need to
whatsoever.
wake the
Grumble with
fuck
3
up.
kills. The Viper player, the rookie player coming in from DSG and doing the damage as well.
And sometimes you just need rookie players like this to really put the pedal to the metal. He held down the side of so well here, knowing that the alarm bot got taken out as well. That gave word that Riza is going for the aggression, gave a bit of information about where he is. That these are all the little cues that work towards his favor, and of course having the teammates as well. 7-9 right now, and DSG, they are looking so good. Blazestorm and Viper Spit available for them. Maybe they know something that we don't know with that timeout, right? Like you said,
Nice,
oh, and
Vera.
this just proves it. Vera does fine flaring. Aggression is being pushed out on B this time. Haven't been hit since the very beginning, so at least for Elevate, they're not expecting this at all.
Oh,
And
what?
Riza goes down just like
That was
It's
crazy.
an overrun.
Switches to the
It's open and
classic.
available for the plants.
Nakia, the Spanish
Hey,
coming in
guys,
from
guys, guys, guys.
Snowman gets the third as well. Rico's here to back him up. Nakia with the Guardian, he makes it work. And now
We went
it's
from
just up to
5-2-3
Wayne
to
in a
1-2-3.
Ice lays the first, saw the dash towards yellow as well. Tap of the spike to bait his reaction. They're both double holding his rise
No,
peak.
no, no.
He somehow gets away with it. There's a lockdown, yes, double nails
No!
on as well. Pajek pushing the issue.
What
and he's
are we
gotta be able to shut him down
doing?
and
We
deny
are
him
5v3
of the 1v3
against
clutch.
Eco and
Pajek
four of us
will elevate
instantly
the defenders
die.
as he puts his team up to the
Eco
double
advantage,
digits
man
and a
advantage.
50 round no less. And it started off with Nakia with that.
Oh, like what are
triple
we
kill of the Guardian.
doing? What
Oh,
are we
so
doing?
Oh, that was so crispy, and that was the moment that the Viper smoke went down.
Yep.
Nakia's all the way at the back from Snowman, getting 3k just like that. Rico following up, and of course, you have to thank the way that it's been played in the 1v2, right? Just getting that one peek, getting information. Unfortunately, at least for them, Pajay pushed out.
Oh,
and
that
then
was
addressed
that
the
was
issue
the that
here.
was the way that
Wow, that was so
that was
close.
like
PSG,
the
I don't
point
think-
to tie it
I don't
up.
think they would try that again, but it looks like they are.
Perhaps a little bit of a change up right here, you know, being a little bit more aware of the utility. No Viper smoke right there in that situation, but Pache's got the op. He's got to be watching the entire A side as Elevate rotate 4 of their players here to bolster up this B side. Flaring, calling for a little bit of assistance. If he manages to find one, yes, the pit as well. Perhaps calling for a flash on Ritko for a peek. No, the jumpy coming through by Vera. Only gets taken down. Ritko from the heavens as Riza trades out the kill from Juicy. And now they just triple swing, they triple phase, and it's down to win yet again.
We need to
But
call
this
another
time,
timeout. I
no
don't know what the
clutch
fuck we're
potential.
doing.
Nakia will take him out.
I know,
And
I don't
that's
know,
where
man. I
Elevate
actually
the
don't know what
B-side
the hell is wrong with
falters
this team.
Again this time, but a bit of an awkward dash coming in from Vera, you know, running straight into the hands of Flaring, and he gets heavily punished because of it.
Oh man, Elevate just are not afraid of fights. They want to go for that map control. They know there might be more than 1 or 2 at the very area they're looking at, but they're still gonna swing. They're still gonna make that move. They get one, they walk away with murder over here. And at least for this guys, silver lining is every single one of them, they have the ultimates available. But can
Alright, we
they
use
utilize
one
it?
out per
You know,
round.
use it within the right moments, because if they
We
do
know
go
they
into
have
an
an
A attack,
op.
if they don't have enough map to
Grumble,
work with,
careful.
it's still gonna be very messy
Yes,
for them.
okay, nice.
It's you and
Joel
me.
will spot
Nice!
that off,
He wins this.
and they bring him into the kill contract. Shield in the hands as well. He's got to break the shield somehow. And yeah,
Nice.
Juicy, he wins that duel 9 times out of 10. Styron finds onto Nakia. And the trades are just happening through the Viper
Bottom right,
walls.
nice.
Grumble just takes the zip line across, and he just shuts
3v1,
out
come
Ritmo.
on, don't
Bang.
throw this.
Will make him a little bit honest from screens, but still, he's lost the sight. Tard will spot out his push. but he's in a 1v3.
Nice, Wayne.
It's an awkward situation as Wayne just holds down that angle.
Really smart of
That's
Juicy
8
to
on
just
the
not
board for TSG.
peek
Beautiful
against the op,
ultimate coming in from
because you
Juicy to
know
isolate
the
that uppercut
opper's
Jay,
gonna try and
take him down
classic
without
right
any
click
issue
your shield
whatsoever.
off first.
Yeah, very great synergy. We
If
talked
you don't
about
give
how
them
they
that
got all
opportunity,
five,
they
but
lose
we
the
only need
1v1
one
as
just
soon
in
as all
case
the
showing
big
how
walls go
valuable his
down. No.
ultimate could be. On the other end, though, Elevate, they also have the ultimates available, and this could be huge, especially the fact that Redco has his null command, and they have 4 available on disguises, and 8-11 is also not a very comfortable scoreline. It really does come down to how these mid crunches are going to be working out. Who's going to make the right decisions? Who's going to be making the right reads here? And it's really down to the wire.
Well, I will say though, Elevate's money is not great, right? So if they lose this round, DSG has a chance to win out the second following this, you know, since they're going to
Hitting
be
B again, eh?
But still a lot to go through, right? Redco, Baring, Riza all have 3 fantastic ultimates. There's going to be a B side yet again. DSG bumping their heads towards this B side, wanting it to work. They've gotten access towards yellow, but they have to get the spike down somehow. And the Viper's bit going to be invested. Is he going to get the spike down though? Juicy facing.
We're trying to stick that against a Molly.
Gets taken down, and now they have to invest. The Killjoy lockdown. Both sides going to be using it. Defender side going to be a bit later, so they should be able to push it off. Flang just going to stay within his peak. His pit just to ensure that the spike does not get taken off. And Vera really creeping up outside of the pit. He's not going to get detained though, but he wants to find isolated duel. 2 players detained. Nakia from Snowman finds that crucial pick. The dash will spot Vera, and Nakia will clean things up. Wayne, last man standing, and yet again the B side fails. Elevate punishing them time and time again. I mean, you go up against Elevate with 3 fantastic ultimates, and they queue that up beautifully. It's a perfect counter, nothing to write home about. And now, facing up against match point, Elevate looking like they're gonna be picking up map 1. DSG back foot now, couple ultimates in tow, but they gotta win this one.
With so many abilities from both sides and being utilized, the most beneficial one, the one that brought the most value was ultimately
Okay, they used a lot of
with the null
outs.
command totally just removed
They used a lot of
all
outs.
threat of abilities coming from DSG, and this time around DSG
But
they
this
are on
is
the back
our
foot.
last
They're gonna
buy
look
round
to make something
essentially.
different happen. Your operator purchased by Vera on the attacking end, up on tube on the roof itself, doesn't quite meet anyone though, but Riza, he is trying to push the issue here, get a bit of information,
Lost
but not
Wayne.
get manages to find Wayne all the way up in A side. So that's a great pick there. No more Killjoy to worry about, but at least for the rest of DSG, they made their way up in mid.
They've completely lost A. They can't head back to A without fully clearing a lot of that position. And so that's going to funnel them towards this B side. Slowly but surely, they've gotten control over market. So at the very least, that is a very strong position to hold. With 1 minute still left on the clock, Juicy taking this 1v1, flaring from downtown, literally right below him.
Juicy's just
Managed
losing
to pick up that
like all his
huge
duels
kill,
today.
and that stops the steamroll from the ISO. DSG, 3v5, they have to somehow navigate this incredibly difficult obstacle. Flaring has got a lot of angles to deal with though, so that might be a chance for them to catch him off guard. Spots the barrel.
Guys,
Flaring
he's
from the
just
same
right
position
there,
finds the
man. When
kill.
you're all in
With a
plant.
crucial trade frag right there. He has the Viper's pit, but the flash coming in for Redco. Beautiful.
Guys,
giant
time's running
information on the last two
out.
players as well. DSG suck below. Oh, and they shoot out Grumble as he pops the pin.
you.
It's just on Styron, and it's not gonna be enough. Elevate with a beautiful round coming in from them. They stifle.
Dude, I don't know. I don't feel like we got outplayed. We just are not landing any shots. Like, it's pretty bad right now. It's pretty bad. That was our map pick.
The way that they've been playing their gunfights as well as their abilities, they realized what was at stake and how much they needed to invest here. So good job going to Elevate, taking map number 1, Icebox, into their favor. But wow, what a match going in, because DSG, they did not do that without a fight as well. They did not give that map free.
Yeah, I mean, Elevate seemed like they were in the driver's seat for most of the game, right? You had a couple of rounds where DSG were able to string, some rounds together, and I think largely because of the operator in play, but when we swap sides with Vera, he himself had that operator, Elevate's reads were almost always correct, right? Rico always knew exactly where they were going to commit, and when he didn't, it was a heavy rotate setup. Okay, retakes, utilities in place. You saw that round with the triple outs. You had the Hunter's, it's not Hunter's, you had the Viper's Pit, you had the Killjoy lockdown on both sides, but yeah, fantastic work coming from Elevate right here. All of the players looking sharp here today. It's really, really interesting.
That's alright. That's a best of 3.
Both at the top of their game.
God gave us best of 3s for a reason.
Better game plan.
I can't even say that at least for DSG that they made a really crucial mistake, because from both sides they fought the best they could. Elevate just had a read above DSG, like you mentioned here, and even the rounds that DSG at the very end, they had the timeout, they called it out, but those were usually just for a call of a shift of pace, push them, just overrun them, or play slowly. Those were usually the rounds that really won them out, but Elevate knew the right read, knew the right abilities to invest here. And that gave them
it really just feels like Vera's the only one
like
showing
this,
up to play right
really
now.
Could have went into DSG's favor, but of course, miracles happen at times.
Because he's opening up every round with a kill.
Map number 1, Icebox away. Let's take a look at the stats here. It was pretty close actually to
right. See, 12 first kills. We had 12 first kills.
That's very interesting.
In in any regular stats analysis, the team with the most first kills, by far are usually the team that wins the game.
Most of those first,
right? We got 30% more first kills than the other team, and we lost by 5.
Team, those reads coming in for Rico as well. Despite them losing those opening kills, they still are able to convert man deficit situations. Either that, or they get those important trade frags at the start. Impressive work coming for Elevate, and Nakia popping off. You saw Patje getting a lot of impact kills as well.
Absolute poo.
So the double duelists really finding their groove. Despite them not having the most information-based composition, right? Double duelist, Reyna and Jet, you don't have a lot of information, but Rico on the KO, I think those 0 points actually gets him a lot of information, and that allows him to stack his players towards the correct side of the map.
Yeah, I do have to point out, I think one thing that DSG didn't exactly capitalize on is that after getting off that first kill, the reposition there is pretty much readable for Elevate, though they don't have the best information scouters on their team here, the ages that they picked out. But the information really just verbally from the teammates were enough for them to try to sniff out the aggression here. They realize that one is there. Okay, we're not gonna push that. We're gonna deduce. We're gonna make smart guesses here about where they're gonna be pushing from later on. But we're gonna make a move on. If not, we're gonna be pinned down and we'll have nothing to work with. So Elevate understands the fundamentals here. And essentially what really won them out is how well they're able to hold their ground. Not going to give way to DSG to totally overrun them. And of course, we're seeing in the game at least Viper flaring as their MVP. So that's a really big statement considering on the other end it's going to be Jet and Vera as their MVP. So controller, of course, and I think we saw flaring actually do a lot as well with the ultimates, paired up with Riza at times. Usually, most of the time we also see him as the last man standing, and nonetheless, he makes it out as the MVP here. 270 ACS on a controller and 81k AST. Of course, 21 kills here. Out of it, a 1.8 KDA.
Yeah, flaring, he didn't have the most flashy kills, didn't have the most flashy moments, but he was always there for the trade or two. Especially that eco round that they had, right, with their 5 players on the side. He was always, willing to swing out and assist his team for crossfire setups. And in that very final round, I think him managing to find 2 kills in that super awkward position where he needed to worry about B main as well as Kitchen, like right above him. Incredible work coming in for flaring. He's been a solid player for the team, always getting those 3 frags, always slowly climbing that scoreboard. But I think a little bit of the conversation also has to go towards that ISO pick, right?
Yeah.
I didn't really see Juicy being able to find a lot of chances to snowball with that ISO. I think Elevate did a really good job at tempering the aggression from the DSG side, right? Either breaking the shield early with spam or utility, or giving space away, right? Letting DSG actually take the initial space, force Juicy to invest the double tap and then waste it out when he doesn't find an opportunity to fight. And then from then on, he kind of becomes much less strong as a duelist, as an agent. So, potentially that could be a point of argumentation as well, as to why DSG didn't really find that groove. So, yeah, that kind of dynamic teamed up with Elevate's beautiful team synergy was kind of how resulted in that win
for the sub,
Elevate on Icebox.
Yoshi71,
We're gonna go
Skirvin,
for a
Bob
short
Bob,
little break,
and
but when we
Dark
come back, it's gonna be map 2 of
and
bind
Fedoras.
between DSG versus Elevate. Potentially, Elevate might be able to take this 2-0. This is gonna be a map that they have won against DSG before, but we'll have to wait and see. You guys definitely do not want to miss this. We'll be back in just a little bit.
5-minute break. 5-minute break. Go 8-13 on our map pick, lose despite having 12 first kills. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? Like, this is legitimately throws. And then the 5v3 on eco on B was just wild. Like, Vera gets what, 2 opening kills, and we throw while they were on eco. Like, we didn't lose to them, we lost to ourselves, which I guess also meant we lost to them. Okay, come on. Back is against the wall. Come on, guys. Come on. Give me Cattle 5. Thank you for the sub. Come on, boys. Come on. We gotta lock in. Do not make me wake up at 4 a.m. to give me an O2. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
The gloves of off and we make it through map number 1 where Elevate managed to best out Disguise, but we still have map number 2 Bind and of course a decider map if we go to that. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to VCT MYSG. My name is Al and I'm joined of course with Colden all the way in Singapore as we manage to commentate for the whole entire series. So Colden, map number 2, Bind. A lot of questions coming out for DSG, how they were playing in the first one. A lot of things they need to fix out here. But what do you think is the main strategy that they're going to be taking in coming into map number 2?
Yeah, so DSG's pick of Icebox definitely did not go their way. I will say though, Bind is a map that they both have gone the distance with. Right? It was a 16-14 victory for Elevate in the previous encounter. And other than that, they've won out every single time they've played on Bind. So definitely not the worst map for DSG, but it's going to be interesting, right? Because they run their Yoru composition on Bind. So it's another interesting agent that Juicy's going to be playing on. And I'm very curious to see how this fares up against Elevate's playstyle, which is a little bit more standard. And it's a little bit more structured. So how do they want to counter with something more interesting in the form of this Yoru Raze combination? Very excited to see how that matchup's going to go up against, how the matchup's going to pan out yet again.
Yeah, and I think with just such a few minutes between game and game here, map and map, that at least for adjustment, they really have to try to scrap it out. Because at least from the first map, we saw Icebox and we knew that ISO was going to be picked out just based on data, and Elevate expected that as well. Totally shut him down. Didn't really give any space for Juicy to play around here. And if they're going to be taking in the Yoru, they got to be a little bit more creative if they're going to stick towards their guns or try something else. But of course, you know how these players are. We know once they get something that work out, they're going to really play around with how else they're going to make some strategies work out for them. So excited to see how the adjustments are going to be made here coming in. But of course, for Disguise, at least they can breathe a little bit of sigh of relief just because of how well they usually play Sand. I think they could do a little bit better here in Bind compared to Icebox just because of the way that the map is sized out, right? We're going to be seeing that they usually play together as a team here, and Bind might be one of those maps that really utilize this strategy.
Yeah, and Bind, you know, when you play with the Yoru, some of your plays can be quite telegraphed, right? You can kind of tell certain strategies, you know, and how it's going to execute. And if you do your homework, if you...
we got Yoru
really
and Raze. Man, we are just locked into this double duel.
I think Elevate's had a very good chance at countering some of those execute style plays that you have, the Euro gate crash with the teleports in, the flash in as well. So again, I give credit to Ritko as being one of those IGLs that really does their whole work, and he really breaks down, analyzes every single minute detail of his opponents. He did so pretty well in Icebox, able to shut down that ISO pick for DSG. Let's see if we can do the same for this Yoru on Bind.
Well, both of them are going to be playing the composition that they are very comfortable with. 3 times picked out for Disguise. Elevate's going to go with one that they have
played it 7 times and won 85.7%.
They have a higher percentage.
Ours is 50-50.
7 times played out. So I think that's like a 6 6 times win, right? With just one that they're going to be taking the L.
And
These
they
guys are a
got
little bit more
really high
50-50,
win rate
so a
on
lot
attack.
is asking from them, considering this is their life in the upper brackets. If they do lose out to Elevate, they're going to be bumped down and forced to fight in the lower bracket. So, you know, a lot of this is going to be like, kind of like a one-time situation in their tournament line, but very excited to see how Juicy's going to be playing the Euro, and at least for Elevate, I know they have something up their sleeves here. For Elevate, they're going to be starting with the attack though, so this could be... Oh, this could be a bad situation actually coming from Disguise here, just because of the more aggressive agents that you have on the defense, right?
We're defending with a double
Yeah, I
duelist
mean,
comp.
it comes down to the play style. Of
jeez.
course, you know, typically when you have a double duelist, you're not going to be able to find as much information or hold as much ground.
And they,
so you kind of need to put your face
they got
in the
Brim
mix of things,
and
see when the
Viper.
player's actually there. You
So
know,
we
jump
gotta
spot
kill
a
them
corner.
fast.
You have to play a little bit more further out. But I will say with the Yoru's gate crash, Juicy could go for very fast rotates. Whether it is towards the A or B side, he can show presence towards one side, teleport to the next. So that is something that Yoru's on bind typically can be very useful for, right? It's very easy to throw your gate crash to spawn and then teleport there once you know that it's going to be a commit to the other side. So let's see how that one pans out. But still, it is still a very interesting comp that DSG like to run with, and it kind of capitalizes on their strengths.
All
as
right,
the duelist,
here we
as
go again.
a player that has picked up that Yoru Juicy now, you know, understanding this agent and how to play it more proficiently. So gonna be coming
We
down
got
to
no
bit of
sentinels.
that
We're
mechanical
very
prowess
attack
that
focused,
DSG
but we
and
chose
we
to
all
play
know DSG
defense
for,
first,
right?
which is
Yeah.
Up
crazy.
against like kind of like the brain power and the synergy even Elevate. Let's see how it pans out. Let's see if Styron has a different game plan up against Elevate, which is a very strong team of bind. So
Yeah.
gonna be a tough one.
I also find it really interesting that the IGLs, they do play the same role here, but you know, different agents have been picked out. Styron does prefer out the Sky here, which is a very valuable agent. But for Rico, I think he realizes the benefit of having the nullification coming from the abilities of KO here. It's a bit of a slow start, but Elevate might be getting the right read. There is 3 people up in showers here. This could totally flush out Vera in the nick of time. That does give the information, but oh, Pain Shells buys some time, scatters them into a position they do not want to be in. And here comes the teleport already coming into the
Oh my God, Vera!
Find 1-for-1 with the ability here. It's
Hide, Styron, hide, hide! Hide! He's one health! What are you doing? Why did you pull out your bird? Why did you keep the door open? He's at 15 health. What are you doing? What?
That was a crunch towards showers on
And we
both ends, and still
swung.
Elevate come up
Oh,
with 3 players
Jesus
standing.
Christ!
That is
What are we
crazy work.
doing?
Fantastically done. Wayne, here's the jump peaks. Spots out Riza as well, just running for the hills. Playing the crossfire setup. The players are relatively low, but he doesn't
They're
have
all a little banged up.
best position. He has a couple of smokes available as well as the paranoia, so fantastic utility.
We
just
need
to bait
a-
out a peak perhaps. Clearing out his corners diligently. Tapping on the spike, expecting a push to come through. Riza spots him out. The molly from Ritko. Perfectly timed. The second smoke in. A paranoia as well. And he might just need to stick onto this one.
Oh,
Ritko,
you can
more
hear
than
him
aware of
rolling,
things. Just
guys.
runs straight into the smoke itself.
Oh, you
Denies him a
yo.
chance to defuse. And that is a beautiful pistol. Once again,
no,
in
I
Elevate's
think
favor.
I
All
think it's a
3
lower bracket
pistols this
angle.
series,
Our
Elevate.
players are just playing
Yeah,
without
talk
brains
about a
right
great
now.
statistic to have, but at least for Wayne, did his paranoia actually connect onto Redco there? I reckon it was on the right
I
position.
mean, even if it did, like, it didn't really change too much. There was only really one position where he could be playing in. Even if Ritko was paranoid, his teammates could just tell him, oh, he's tapping on the spike. And Ritko, you know, low HP, no time left. He has to stick it. Just might as well run in there to make sure he's not on. Even if he got the kill on the Ritko, he wouldn't have time to refuse. So it was a really nicely played round coming in from Elevate. And again, off the tap, off the ultimate orb, somehow Nakia just swings in, gets a kill on the Styron, dinks Juicy as well. So in a 1v2, Nakia just comes out clutch in that situation, despite them having basically, you know, the same weapons, both pistols.
I like the stack on our end.
There
though.
is-
Nice reset of the round from Elevate, gain control over long.
Smart,
Now they
smart.
can decide if they want
But
to
they might
commit
do
or
the
if they want to
full
rotate.
TP.
Oh, there's still a lot of hope for DSG here. 4 members. getting the right read, hanging around in elbow. They don't have the best artillery, but playing together is the name of the game here. Elevate trying to get.
It's all on Riza.
Yeah,
right?
the Riza, yeah.
Let's see if Riza, prods the A side a little bit. Yeah, he's just gonna call for the rotate. The 0 point, the knife, gonna be spotting out a couple of players towards B. They're just gonna take the teleporter over towards this B side. Sorry, this A side. Get the spike down towards Showers as well. Naka gonna be catching the rotate of Wayne, so that's your smokes out of the round in the post plan. It's gonna be.
I mean, I think we just died to bomb here. No.
And with that add-ins of the injury,
Oh, never mind. Rumble is making it a game.
Goes down though, so we're gonna make it into a 3v4. I think he realizes that there's shots coming out from Showers, but he doesn't quite find the target. No readjustments there. Riza managed to find Grumble. No more smokes whatsoever. Riza and Flaring both gonna take the aggressive pusher and find 2 out of Showers. Very nicely done coming from Elevate. Great call coming from Riza as well. Just notifying his teammates that no one is in A, no one is there at all. Makes a quick rotate and boom, Elevate takes control of A side.
Yeah, Ritko right there in the post plant, he still had both of his flashes. First flash came in, managed to take down Grumble, right? Fully flashed, nicely done. Again, it's the teamwork from Elevate. And even for the second swing, there was a flash that popped. It was a little bit high, so it didn't catch the close players, but it just essentially guaranteed that nobody backside was able to get the trade frag, even if there was anyone there. So again, really nice teamwork from Elevate. This time, it's the bonus, and they've got 2 rifles again, similar
Wayne.
to the previous map. Ritko and Nakia both with those Vandals. Ooh, Wayne trying to dodge the alarm bot, just gets spotted in the end. So Elevate just gotta respect him of his space. Gonna be testing him for the time being.
They're actually giving a lot of respect. Although they had the rifles, they had early information that they were pushing up hookah, could possibly go for a mid skirmish there if they really wanted to, but they didn't want to take that risk. And for at least the situation, both walk away unscathed here, but this could be a good thing for DSG here as they buy their time. Here comes a smoke screen. Grumble's gonna alert his teammates.
Stay awake, Vera, stay awake.
And here comes the push through. They do walk through. Smokes are dropped down.
Nice.
Ooh, Ritko unfortunately could not wiggle himself out of that. Grumble does go down for the count here. They do get some space.
Spawn.
Oh, but the spawn not getting all the
What
way.
are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Thank you, Vera.
It's a 1-for-1. And for the rest of this guys,
They have post plans, remember. They have post plans.
Slowly pushing their way through elbow. You do have Siren up in the middle, but what else can he see? Because the post plan here is what's going to be played out by Riza.
Flem stood in his molly.
No!
They're not respecting him. Yeah, he gets that kill. Nicely done. And now they just find all the kills as they strangle onto the scramble onto the side. Vera, the blast back kill onto Flaring. Wayne is just sticking it. The diffuse.
Thank you,
takes the
Wayne.
footsteps.
Holy
But
shit.
Wayne.
Holy
the cojones of
shit.
steel, he just sticks
That's
it
how
in
we win the
Riza's
round.
face. He hears the footsteps from Riza, calls the fake push, and he gets around. Pros do not fake.
Oh,
What a round, what a clutch coming in from Wayne at the very end.
So much risk being taken out.
Lost
but for
so
both sides of
much
the team,
money.
They need to take those risks here. Naka does walk away with his showstopper, so that's going to be extra points for him. These guys, though, they walk away with 1 point finally with that hole onto the spike as well. So great job. It's neck and neck for both the teams, although they went in with almost similar power. So much had to be expended to just secure 1 win for themselves.
Yeah, money not great for DSG. And that, as you mentioned, that was a bonus technically for Elevate. They still have
Man, we're forced.
bunch
Oh,
of
half
cash
buying
they
on
could use.
this.
They have fully bought into this one.
Alright. 3 Guardians.
DSG on the last legs. Don't have a lot of cash after this one, despite them winning. And again, it's the
That's no
4-man
one
towards
way.
long. Riza looking towards a setup, right? They want to just prod for information. They can call for the teleport later if they want. So how does DSG handle this strategy?
Oh, a nice one where
Please,
Smoke does
shoot,
deter
shoot.
Elevate a little bit from pushing in the aggression here. Not sure if Juicy actually caught a wind that
Cross,
2
right?
members. Yeah, crossed over to the other
I
end.
know he has no idea.
Oh,
Nice swing from the right side because of that Viper Orb allows them to cross towards that deep angle. Jisui has to respect it as Showstopper's going to be invested into the site. Molly's and the punching
Alright.
utility going to be clearing out all those common positions.
No,
Showstopper towards hookah,
why
not
are
gonna be
we
connecting
up
anything
against
but
the
punching.
window? Of
The
course
kill
they'll
onto Wayne,
spam
that
it.
was a hookah position, of course, but there's still one more player there. It's Byron. Juicy coming in from the
Oh.
elbow position.
Siren
Oh,
gets
but he doesn't
2.
use the flash though. He's just gonna rely off the clone. It's not gonna be enough. Not
When you
enough.
go
area
fast, when you go
to flash
fast.
multiple players. Flank's gonna be playing the lineups as well. Tap on the spike.
What is
Wall
that
goes
point?
down. The flash comes through. Doesn't connect onto
We're
anyone.
being
No one's
flagged,
actually
we're
on
being
the spike just yet.
flagged.
Reza's coming on a
You
long
got
flank as well.
windows.
Finds the first one. Tap on the spike, but the molly should land pretty soon.
There,
they're
you
on.
got a
And
windows,
just like
man.
that,
He's
the flank
shooting
of
the
Reza comes out
dog.
clutch as well. Another beautiful run coming in from Elevate.
No sweat coming from Elevate, although DSG took back control of B side here. They're just gonna play off of the sound cues. They know that they have
Yeah, we also
the
got
upper hand
flanked
there.
down.
Wait
The
for the
longest
Q
flank in the
DSG
world.
pushing out and then get the kills that they really need. You can even see that the way that they swung out, they're not even going for the kills. They're going to go for the objective here by the person that is actually
Yeah, I also don't know if we should have just dogged or just double swung him.
well done coming from Elevate, and now Reza does have the new adapt. That could be huge if he does get a pickup, but he's usually the one that really gets all the information, right? So Reza, key player here, giving so much to Elevate.
This time, a little bit of a change up. No longer doing that 4-1 split from B-Long and Showers lurk. This time, it's a bit of a flip around. Riza's going to be lurking towards this B position. The Sky Flash of Styron doesn't spot out anyone. So Riza going to be lurking up towards A-Log as Styron
They're
rotates
so
over
bad.
towards this A side to bolster it up.
Having
And
to
it
full save.
is, for now, the correct read. 4 players on Elevate here expecting aggression from the side of DSG. As the reevaluate option taking control over Showers, watching for the short push. As Riza creeps up towards B-Long. That is exactly where Elevate wants to head off. Riza just calling for the rotate back.
Yeah, absolutely being the key right here, knowing that B side, the B long here doesn't quite have anyone that's watching over it, and that spy cam in mid gets a lot of information that no one's pushing out a hookah, no one's pushing up from A side. So now that they have space here to work with.
DSG are all tucked in. No information. It's only Juicy here. And he's not gonna have anything to say for this. I mean, Null Command's gonna be invested. They do their due diligence. They flood the site with util. And yeah, it's gonna be a full retake setup with just the eco.
I mean, I don't know.
from
Maybe
side
we
of
just died to
DSG.
spike here.
Elevate should not be able to lose this, but they cannot get themselves overrun by these low buys.
Yeah, Juicy actually learned his lesson from the last time round. Not gonna run out just like that. He's waiting for his teammates. Siren's the one that's gonna be pushing out, but he gets taken out so quickly. They don't exactly have the gunfire to work with here. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What is happening with this camera here?
Naka just giving us a bit of a stare.
Okay. All right, that's the chat over there.
Man, yeah, I don't know, man. I look at our
message,
kills.
I would say.
No one's getting any kills right now.
Staring into our souls. But yeah, it's beautifully done by Elevate again. They hold all extremities. They held B long, they held B short, the hookah push, A short, as well as Showers. And once Elevate knew that DSG would pushing for information, that is when they knew that DSG basically had no info where the stack was going to be. AO, null command right there just to deny any chance. And great fight there just to stop the flood retake. This time around, Juicy has the op in hand. It's a contact play set up straight into the side, but Grumble with a great open up.
Grumble!
But Naka picks up both of them on the
you
retreat.
lose. You guys lose a
And just
2v1
like
swing.
that, the
What's
side has been
happening?
overrun.
What's
Fantastic
happening?
opening kills from Nakia.
What's happening, you
And the
guys?
last 3 players rotating
just-
in towards
no
this
one's
A
just
set from
shooting
CT.
anymore.
Juicy with the op in hand. It's not a great weapon for this retake. Here comes the Viper Sphere from PUBG.
Like,
as
we're just
well.
getting hardcore
Seekers
aimed at.
just
That's
to find
it.
out where the positions are coming from. On the DSG side, nice op pick from onto Nakia. That's the Showers players down. How do you want to navigate this?
Guys, when you go
into
fast,
this
when you
dimensional
go
drift,
fast,
trying to
there's
spot out
2
where these
here,
players
there's
are.
2
Spots
here.
both of them towards this
Nice.
position. The paranoia comes through. A nice flick onto flaring, but PUBG is still here. He's being a nuisance. Riza peeking into the smoke. Nice straight from
We
PUBG.
need a
and
timeout,
that's gonna be
man. I don't know what the fuck our
fifth
coach
round
is
for
doing.
Elevate. And another beautiful
We
crossfire
need a
setup.
timeout. Maybe
Despite
after this round, we need a
DSG's
timeout.
efforts, despite them getting those
We're
2
just
opening kills on the
fucking it,
retake.
man. We're
It is
just
the late round
fucking
play and
it.
synergy from Elevate that again gives them that round win.
Correct. I'm looking sick of the disguise right now. It's just a half-buy situation here. And although they came so close, I would say they are improving in their strategies, right? They're actually learning from it. They're not going to make the same mistakes that they did before. But it's just the slightest bit of an edge that Elevate has to totally run them down. Ultimate's available for Rara and Grumble. But will they use it in this situation, though? They have the right read. This could be a huge bloodbath in a matter of moments.
The paranoia down long off the contact of the sky. Wall drops. Smoke goes up. And Nakia, due diligence. Perfectly done. Expects the aggression. Flaring answers back. Wayne with only a single trade. And despite the trap setup being done, yeah, I was about to say Grumble might have something to say for
Two
it.
guys
but no,
that
they spot out Vera's name and they
literal
instantly
single-digit
teleport
health.
towards this A site. Don't even give him a chance. He has a showstopper, but it's just a classic in hand. I don't think it's too viable. I would say that though, but Lang and Put JR on such low HP. So we don't want to count Vera out just yet.
Very nice smoke here, blocking out the vision of Vera. If he actually put on a
two
showstopper,
guys
he could
is
totally
low.
just deny the plan completely.
And he's out.
Yep, he's out. Totally unscathed, and due diligence is done, but for Elevate, they're a bit smarter here. They are playing together. Vera realizes he has to push aggression. He does find a volley, but doesn't quite find Riza. Oh, so very close. But Elevate just with a total overrun.
You calling timeout yet?
This is the same
One
score
more
that we
round?
saw on Icebox as well. It was 6-1. Elevate early rounds have been
The only
in
round
their
we
favor,
won
and a
was
crucial
us
timeout
sticking a
finally being called by
defuse
DSG.
that we had no business of winning.
It's 4 rounds in
On a
row,
bye
it's
against a
one rounds
bonus.
that DSG have not been finding success in. A couple of rounds came
Like
close.
this
The only
this
round
series
that they
is
won
not
was
even
Wayne
close.
sticking the defuse in Riza's face, and that is not a reliable strategy that you want to have to put up rounds, right? You want things a little bit more clean. And just looking at the initial purchases, double ops.
Yep.
Vera and Juicy, that might be a bit of a change up against the slow play of Elevate.
Yeah, I think we saw situations like this as well. The double operator being purchased out. I think that was like a Haven game, if I'm not mistaken. That I think just like really shutting down any slow
A
push.
bunch of ops, Zach.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it was RDA with a bunch of players just bought up ops in the last round. They just said,
Yeah.
screw it. Just gonna find an opening pick.
And you know, those situations, they do somehow work at times, especially if they are going for slow pushes, trying to get those informations, those dry peaks, right? And with that, operators could really benefit them in this moment. So this guy's trying something out. I'm liking the switch up. Would it really connect is the next question though, because we've seen situations where the operators is not in the right place. and then
Two
they're in this
operators,
back foot where they have
that's
to
per
reset the
time.
operator. So not the best place to be in.
But I
Hopefully
believe,
they can make
I
something
believe.
work out of it.
All right, double ops. Slow play again. Cage. But Juicy staying. Juicy is just staying around here.
No
the jump
way!
Wayne
No!
loses that opening kill. And the showstopper's in. This perfect counter to the ops. They're stuck in long. Juicy at least is. He still manages to find that kill onto Riza though. But there's still one more play
Okay,
here.
Juicy gets two.
Oh,
And Juicy
Juicy gets
finds
3,
out
and
as well.
Styron
Catches
gets
the
killed
first,
running
but
with.
Jay with the lineup. Nice spray down right there. Oh, and the
Nice.
blue one misses Nakia. But he still pushes the issue. Nakia a little bit overzealous. Not expecting two players there, perhaps. Trying to find an isolated one. The teleport comes in from Put J, and they need him to clutch out. But Grumble's here,
Oh my
watching from
God,
the heavens.
thank God.
And the double up sings true.
Nice
They
3k
find
off
that
by
round
Juicy.
conversion. Juicy with 3 kills right there. And Grumble with a fast rotate to catch the last.
I'll take it, you know. At this point, I'll take whatever you can give. Although it's not the cleanest here, they walk away with just one operator. They have to make a repurchase.
Yeah.
Let's
they want to play
really
that.
just try and go
Great
into the
stuff coming
second
there.
half
Juicy
with
pushed
at
up
least
so
even
far
score
up
line.
with the mere operator. That is, if you're gonna say overzealous, that's exactly what it is. But it did pay off its dividends here. So
Try not to die.
a risk that is worth taking. DSG now with 3 ultimates, a little bit more to work with. Juicy once again trying to make.
Viper spit towards a shot. Juicy. Yeah, Juicy just watching this angle. To be scanned out by
Oh my god, that was so
0 point.
close.
The orb just to deter him, vision, and allow them to cross over. He's gonna respect it, not gonna test it yet again. There's the Viper spit towards A, so no need to be too over aggressive.
Please do not peek. Please do
He knows
not
that
peek.
angle, and no, he
Please
wants to
do
go in,
not
but
peek.
even more gets dinked in the process, doesn't hit
I
Ritko
can't believe he's
whatsoever.
alive. Thank God.
Ritko
I don't know if that was a
in his
phantom
brain.
diff or wall bang
stopped off
diff,
at the
but
very
thank
least, but
God.
Still, Elevate. They seem like they want to capitalize on this initial damage.
That's it.
They always
though.
do this where they
Boys
3-man
allow
cross to
them
the
push
right.
up. Orb's going to give an indicator here. Juicy's still trying to find the pixel onto Elevate members.
No, you
He's
know
forced to play
these guys
on
like
the
to
side
cross
now.
the
After
right.
losing that, ooh, Chumpy doesn't quite get tagged. Not
Styron's
actually pushes
dead?
out
How?
his sword. That Styron's going to be taken down. And here comes the Orbit
Juicy's
just
dead?
to secure up a site.
Wow.
They made their way in. They lost 2 in the process, but they got the site. That's all that matters right now. Showstopper and Vera might be able to find one.
No,
but
sure. Oh my God!
What
What are you doing? What's my
What
team
around
doing?
coming in from Elevate. They know that the op is there. They bait the shot out. They find the kill onto
We spend our
Styron
ult there
first.
too. We
And
spent
then
Viper
Malvern Strike
ult
comes in,
and Raze
and
ult.
Wayne and Grumble were just so
They're
very
doing the
isolated.
same
They could not help
fucking
each other in the
thing. They
crossfires
walk up,
whatsoever.
beat
The
Frost
trades
with
were
the Viper
fantastically done by Elevate.
orb into the little pit.
And
you
despite
guys
them
did like
going
it's
into
the
where
same
op
thing
is,
over and over
they
and
still
over and
managed to
over.
win out the round. I mean, fantastic util usage again, just to deny them access.
Yeah.
Small little plays, small little jump peaks.
Absolutely, and I think Nakia there as well.
Now
just-
we're on a
just
full
making that-
save. Shit.
Making that swing onto Siren is crazy. Taking him out, being the main person to support Juicy here. Now, at least for DSG, money, creds are not in the abundance. They have to play the pistols. I think they're playing a little bit of the default situation, playing close to each other, 2-3. Elevate still respecting this though. Not gonna let their guard down in any matter.
We've seen DSG being a little bit of aggressive. They did the shower crunch strat towards, on the pistol round. But other than that, the only other areas of aggression they've been taking is towards B long. So if they're not taking aggression B long, they're losing a lot of map control on the double duelist. You have no information. And on
Nice.
the executes, Juicy gets the first with a shorty. Nice train frag from Flaring though, but still
Got one at least.
not the best weaponry for this retake. And a man disadvantage as well. DSG, they might as well go
Look
for it.
to the
Oh,
left.
yes, they get absolutely mowed down. Flaring, double spray down. Styron with the double.
We just don't check the left, huh?
Close. But it's rounds they need. It doesn't really matter if they're doing damage. They need to put rounds on the board. It's 8-2. They come in with a buy yet again. Juicy again picking up that operator, and he's gonna hit.
Have we used the
towards
timeout
side.
yet?
But I feel like Elevate. Have
I guess we
breakfast.
don't
They
even
know that
need
this is
it. I
coming,
mean, there's
and they
only
know
2
how to
rounds
counter
left.
it.
I feel like DSG, they're a bit disheartened right now. You know, usually in terms when you are going for the save round, you don't have the best of creds, you want to play together, you want to make that risk and pushes. So Elevator, they started out with respect here because they were expecting that. Okay, the read was good for them at least. They're going to try something different earlier, but with that, they don't get the 1v1 picks that they could possibly pick up the guns and change the tide towards their favor. Elevate now. Oh, unfortunately for Flaring, did not quite get the right mechanic on that jump peak there.
Like that jump
Because he
peak
does
was
manage to
so
find the bullet
egregiously
to him.
like audacious.
I don't think Flaring saw him on the first jump peak, so his second one's a little bit too wide. And yeah, Brim just a little bit too thick.
Wayne's
Thank
dead.
you. Loud.
Finds Wayne being a bit over aggressive, looking for the
Grumble's
information.
dead.
And they catch on to Grumble from from heaven as well.
Like we have man
Just like
advantage
that,
and people
another
just
man
fucking
advantage
start
situation
dying
might go in the
with
way of
0
Elevate.
util. Like
Juicy.
just 0 util just starts
With the
dying.
dimensional drift coming out with the op in hand. Nice shot onto Nakia. But there's still 2 more players here. A flash setup prepared as well. Contact from Tajay. The flash comes through. Oh, and he gets tagged by the trip as well. They know where
We're
it's coming
retaking
in.
with
Double
2
ops for
ops.
this retake.
Guys,
Incredibly
there's
difficult
mollies,
red coat,
please
and we
hurry
are playing
up.
this crossfire situation. Here's Juicy running forward. That's just the clone. We'll just break it. He's coming in from the showers. Oh, sorry, the U-Haul position gets taken down. Riza just swings into him. Vera with a nice frag right there, but it's too little, too far. God,
Yep.
Ritko waits for the swing, and it's
Through.
9 rounds to Elevate. Again, they rip apart the advantage that DSG had.
Another first kill
DSG
advantage
found
throw.
Flaring. That is your Brimstone. They didn't have Brim smokes for the execute. They found that kill onto Wayne, and then they just connected on a brilliant shot onto Grubble in heaven.
Yeah, and this happened early
I
in
can't even-
Xbox.
like,
We see
I don't
DSG
know.
do manage to get
Like we're just
early off the
losing
first bloods, but
all
the
our
Elevator,
players
they have to
Rounds,
recuperate.
right?
Yeah,
just with them
absolutely.
walking up.
They recuperate.
Like,
they
they
saw
just
the
keep
strategies
walking up
here.
on us
They-
and we
they
do
know
nothing
they still
about
have
it.
one more controller to work with, and they utilize
I
all
think
the abilities
Wayne
towards the
just
best
lost the
of
walk up
their ability here.
3
And
times
remove
this
it,
game.
They're different as well, and the tactics they are so well done. Ooh, Pajay though does get tagged out a little bit. Oh, Vera so deep in.
Yeah, it's great aggression that DSG are trying out this time, right? It's not towards B long. This time it's towards A short. But again, Elevate, very much aware of this. They've seen them push down this area now, and they're just gonna keep tabs on it. Juicy
And we're
yet
just
again
giving
playing
them
towards this
free
B-long
kills.
position. Reinforcements on Styron gonna be heading towards this A side. Interesting peek coming in. Nakia. The Outlaw knows that there's probably one more player here. Grumble.
Okay, at least Grumble got one on the way out.
Manages to take down Redco with barely like a shot. But still, it's a man advantage situation.
We're
Still
using an
50
ult
seconds on the
here?
clock, allowing them to make decisions. And Styron, now he's taking a little bit of liberties. Now he's playing close up towards the smoke. As the wall goes up, Styron denied of information. They could creep towards this U-Haul spot. He is none the wiser. Again, Wayne peeks out.
What are we
Falls
doing? We're just
victim.
walking,
Styron's next on the
peeking,
chopping
not
block,
doing
and
anything.
Nakia just announces his position with absolute devastation. 3 kills in the round.
Yep.
Juicy last man standing. Nakia rips him apart. 4 kills for the duelist. And it's 10 double digits in the first half. 10-2 could
Just
not be more of a
slow
damning scoreline.
walking, missing our shots.
And Elevate just looking clean. I mean, look, this guy is looking a little bit confused. Styron just rubbing his eyes. What a display from Elevate.
Yeah, Elevate here, keeping the communication going, as you can see here. But wow, the way that we're looking at Elevate right now, and this is textbook, right? You know someone.
Okay,
is
we're
there,
double
you have corners.
duelists. We're
If you're
double
not gonna be
duelists,
able to
double
do it, or you
controller.
realize that
Okay,
there might
we
be a
are
fight
supposed
they
to be
can't
better
take
on
out,
attack,
your
but
abilities
2
to
rounds
rush
out of
out, and
12 is
that's why we
fucking
see so many
sad.
kills from abilities coming out from Elevate here. And with that said, 10, that's an 8-point lead in the upper bracket. This is definitely a statement that they're going to be making here. And now on the defense, they have Riza. They have the possibilities of just blocking down a site. But as for DSG, they want to make waves here.
All 5 players are pushing B
Guys,
short
you
and A
hear it,
short. They're
right?
gonna flank there before they even get to the site. Pushing down on long. Oh, Pajay,
Nice,
first kill
Styron.
right there. But Styron, the classic, picks up 2 frags
Holy.
just like that. And that should be cues for them.
Wait,
to accelerate into the A side. There's still
wait,
one more
what
player
are
here.
you
Nakia gonna be catching up to
doing?
Wayne. Couple of shots for
What
good
are you
measure.
doing,
Here
Wayne? You're
comes the
killing me
flip of the
right
script.
now.
Both teams have essentially swapped sides. They're going to be planting towards the CT position.
Oh.
Styron towards U-Haul. Juicy teleports in to assist as well. Bit of chip damage on the paint shell.
Nice,
from
Vera.
Showers. Vera, crucial kill right here. He finds it.
Thank
And
you.
Riza on the reload as well. Juicy will capitalize. Flaring now in the clutch. In a 1v3, he has all 3 smokes available. But he's got to hit the
Good
shot.
shit.
And he's
There we
not going to
go.
be given the opportunity to. Vera, beautiful hit shot right there to close things out. And that gives DSG a little bit of breathing room. 3rd round the board and the first pistol in the series.
Yeah, they knew
Wayne's
they had
gotta
to make
wake up,
something
man.
happen
This is
there,
very
and now with
uncharacteristic
that,
of him.
They pushed up, they were synergized together.
Just
they
probably
ran,
just
overran
overthinking,
it, and
probably
they
in his own
together. So
head,
that's the
but this,
DSG
he needs to
that
be better.
we know and love, but great shots as well. We have to commend them for
He's
doing
definitely
that, getting the first
capable
pistol
of
round,
being
and
so much
hopefully they
better.
can convert this into a second, considering
He's a
they
really
have
good player. I have faith in him.
so much in the back foot in the scoreline right now. They have at least a 7-point to catch up with Elevate.
What do they have in store this time? Elevate. Jump peak. They have 4 players here towards this A side, and Spike is leading here, so
Time to jump.
hope that DSG get the read correct, because let's not give away an eco round, right?
Yep.
They're down 3-10. That would be pretty
Watch out for the
devastating.
sheriff.
Juicy managed to crawl up a little bit here. Trailblazer going to be expanded up in the mid side into Hookah. I don't think he actually spots out Riza though. Oh, but Vera gets
Oh, Vera got
tagged.
dinked.
For DSG at the very least, taking this risky fights, they're not even using abilities to try to give themselves some more space on the map here, or just change the fight towards their favor. Instead, they're actually walking. They're walking up there here slowly here, but nice clone utility. That's gonna take out the trap wire. And smoke might deter DSG. Time is a ticking. They have the guts, but they're not making anything work right now.
Guys, 35
Yeah, they want to pivot
seconds.
back towards this A side. You got 2
What are we
players towards A,
doing?
the paint shell as well, just to force
What are we
Elevate to stay within this
doing?
A side. Spike gonna lean
We
back
have
over,
to
but
kill
they
this-
have to be
we're
careful.
gonna kill this
They need
Viper,
to check
right?
The corners. Not a lot of time left on the clock. And
The guys
just
just
Pajay
we're gonna
here
kill this
in
Viper, right?
Very committed.
Nice.
One good clear and a good shot to secure the deal. Just like that, round
Thank
should
God.
be
They
over.
didn't take
Can't-
TP, which
should be give
is
it over
smart.
towards DSG as Elevate just
They just
scramble
walked
all
it.
the way from the B side. They find Riza pushing out from Hookah as well. The last 3 players, just classics and Shorty.
We
of
need to
course.
keep our guns. We
Nakia
actually
has-
need to
Nakia
keep
has
our
strive,
guns.
to be
This
fair,
is
so-
so important.
Onus most likely going to be on him. Let's see if we can find anything.
Nakia is up in heaven actually. Managed to find any sight of Juicy. He could get a clean shot. Oh, but Juicy with the wide swing here manages to walk out with his life. Grumble does find Redco. He realizes one more is that. He gets another just for free. Nakia, last man standing. He's made his way onto the edge of sight here, but Grumble's going to push onto the issues, Spectre onto his space. Unable to do much. Time is a ticking.
Nice.
He knows he has to sacrifice himself. Oh, that's a 3K for Grumble.
Okay.
Solid second round right there for DSG. They avoid the stack. They read it correctly. They find a beautiful first kill onto Grumble in a very coveted spot. And
This
you know,
bone
rest
is gonna be
formality,
tough
they
though.
get control of the site. Hit a long range
Are we
angles.
upgrading our Spectre?
Yep.
Oh, elevate. Now let's see. This time they're coming in with a buy of their own. DSG, because
Yeah.
their previous round was so clean, they can just rock
We're
with
just
whatever
gonna
they
try
had
and
brought
win with the
previous round.
bonus.
Spectre to Guardians to Bulldogs.
This is probably the biggest round at this point.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a bit of a change of pace here. We do see DSG actually giving a bit more respect. They are sprawled out, trying to get in the early information. See if they can get anybody just pushing out a little bit too aggressive here. But for Elevate, they're giving the same respect back. All of them are tucked away, up into sight. No one's actually pushing out or taking any fights they cannot afford.
Yeah, interesting that Wayne's the one to be the first contact towards his B-long position, just solo pushing up by himself. I think all the DSG just taking a lot of individual onus to gain
Nice
control
try.
over certain parts of the map. Wayne gonna make his presence known here. Juicy solo pushing up towards Showers. I think he does get scanned by that 0 point. Flash comes in just to re-clear that space. Nice proactiveness from Elevate, but still, DSG just converging and just gonna be committing towards this A side. The satchels come through.
Oh,
Let's get spotted out by the trip, but not access yet.
Oh
A
my
flash.
god, that was through
Beautifully
the
done,
smoke.
Bavera, the pre-fire, fully blind, will
Let's
just
get the
catch
gun,
up
let's
to
get the
Rico.
gun.
And now the spike should be given the respect, should be able to go
Oh
down.
my
I say that as Pachi just
God.
spams the spike plant position beautifully, pivots around, finds the
When you
shot
get out here, when you
away.
get out here, man.
And they might need to call it quits. There's only 2 players left. They don't even have the spike planted. A teleport play might be in order, but Nakia is
10
already on the B
seconds.
side. 12 seconds, 10 seconds, they have to commit. They have no more time. Tap on the spike, hoping for an aggressive
Oh no,
push.
we
But
only got
Hot J
one.
just
We only
spams
got
down the last 2 players.
one.
as
We
the
couldn't get
anchor of
the
this
plant
site.
through the smoke. We
And
just
And
got
they use
sprayed down.
their wall against them. That was an attacker's Viper wall.
you have
But it
the
gave Pat J the angle to spray them without being shot back.
yeah. This is the battle of the Viper, and I mean, PUBG just came out as the Viper on top here, using the enemy Grumble's wall there towards his advantage. Of course, early
was
snake
bad.
bite that really stalled out the push coming from Vera. He could not push down into U-Haul. Yes, sure, he got the pre-fire, but that bought enough time for the rest of Elevate to flush it back in. And then, of course, you know, getting the kills on his own, taking that highlight. But wow, that goes to show how much a controller really is valuable towards a team. And Elevate, they utilize that. They know that.
Scout destroyed.
And now they're only 1 point away from match point.
Not the
You know,
judge, not the
speaking aggressive.
judge! Oh my
He
god,
doesn't even need the support. He
guys!
could have gotten both of them. And Spike is chopped down.
Guys!
Information
What
given
are we
out.
doing?
TSG, they're on the scene.
Okay,
They're
there
gonna
we
try
go, now
to
it's
get
even.
into the adrenaline mode here. They get
But like,
two
what the
off of
fuck is
Elevate.
happening
This
right
is now an
now?
even fight.
Okay. Yeah, and the dimensional drift will allow Juicy to pick up the spike, spot out where the players are, spots out Ripco. No one else though. There's a flank coming in. Oh, just around the corner. but Reza
Wait,
catches
why?
up to Wayne.
What is happening? Why
They
are you
should
always
have
still? Why
information
are
of
you
all
always
3 players.
dying?
Saw Ripco
Just
right
fight.
there. Saw the 2 players
Just
on the flank
hold,
as well.
buddy.
Repositioning. Just to get the spike down.
Why
Has to
are
be
we
aggressive.
peeking that?
Grumble tries. An attempt has been made, but not good enough. They saw where the plant
It's
is
a lower
from
bracket run.
Juicy as well, and Pat J just holds
It's
down
actually
the
a lower
angle.
bracket run.
And despite DSG kind of adapting on the fly, getting that spike, Elevate.
I
was
wasn't
so
planning on waking up
proactive.
tomorrow
Reza, as
at
the sentinel
4
player
a.m.,
pushed out,
but
you can see the minimap. The X is essentially
now that we lost
in their
this,
spawn, near their
yeah,
spawn.
it's tomorrow
market
at
position.
4 a.m.
Reza
again.
creeping up there, knowing that the attention has been drawn towards Hookah, catches the rotate, puts his team in an advantageous post-plan situation. And that's 12. This has been a very dominant game coming in for Elevate.
I mean, it's not even
Super
close,
solid
right?
on every single gun
Like,
round
it
of
is
theirs.
not even
again,
close right now.
DSG scratching their heads, similar to Icebox. What is the call?
Yeah, I think Elevate's in a really good position right now. The creds for DSG not looking towards the best. And this is Elevate's map pick too. I mean, this is something that they are very comfortable with. And of course, they still have the Abyss. They are looking at the top of the tournament right now, but they still have one more to close
They
it up.
don't even need to show
Yeah, they don't even need
their
to show
Abyss,
it.
right?
Yeah.
They have that potentially in the grand finals right now if they win this round. Triple push from Elevate down on B long. Vera gets spotted out. The commitment's gonna be towards this A site. A couple of kill trip setups, but they're none the wiser. They have no sentinel utility on the side of DSG. They have no
Wayne's
idea
on
that this triple flank is
flank
gonna be coming through. They will be a little bit aware, but how aware? Wayne watching the flag flaring on bat, just marking that angle.
At this point, it is defender's
Smoke
move.
comes through.
Smoke does come through here. They're
Oh, they're
trying to
gonna crunch.
converge onto
Nice
Wayne, but
Wayne.
Wayne is going to find the rat right behind him. But he gets taken down with that. No more smokes. But with that Pajay, the last man alive, he has to make something happen. Up in showers. He's unable to find it. Juicy keeps
Okay,
the
I get the
dream
guns.
going.
We'll take it.
But what a round here.
Wow. Huge round coming in from the players within the side. Wayne gets taken down the flank, and they had no information on showers as well. If the players of Elevate played a little bit slower, Pajay could have potentially gotten to a better spot, found a kill potentially on Juicy, but with the rest of his team going down, you know, Pajay was isolated out, and a nice shot from Juicy to close things. But still, 12-5, you gotta win round by round. And I want to mention this attacking wall from DSG. Really interesting. And it puts pressure on the Showers player, right? It forces them to either play really committed or to play further back because there isn't assistance for the back of sight. So let's see if that comes into any situation later on. Red dies to the nade just like that. Not even to the showstopper. Grumble from
This is the
Long
kind of players
as
we're
well.
losing against, man.
Maybe
Someone who
taking
just
down
sits in
Naka at the back
paint
of the site.
shells.
And just like that, it's a save call immediately. Elevate fully opting to save, not even
All
giving
right,
it
look. If NRG can do it,
But, man,
Elevate can
let's
do
break
it.
it down a little bit. That was like such a quick take, right? We saw two being taken down. We saw
Yeah.
Vera also expanding out the showstopper, couldn't even be utilized in that
We're
moment.
just hoping to keep our guns here.
That was just a really quick change of pace. I'm not too sure if you actually caught on exactly what happened in the very beginning here.
Yeah, I think just initial contact towards Long, and
Yep.
then immediate showstopper being popped by Vera. The paint shell actually landed directly on top of Ritko, and I think Ritko was hoping that Vera would come into his line of sight before the paint shell exploded, so Ritko could potentially, you know, find a frag before he went down, or as he went down. But unfortunately for him, doesn't get that kill. Leaves Naka at a really rough spot as the only defender at the back of the B side. And it's a bit of a pace change, right? Nice round from DSG right there to be really fast on that execute, catch Elevate off guard, and forces Elevate to be a little bit more respectful of their fast takes. So that is a great conditioning tool at the very minimum.
Yeah, but if there's gonna be a round to really stop DSG and their fast pushes, it's gonna be now. You know, knock out with the showstopper, Viper Spit available for PUBG as well. These could really be things that can lock down a whole entire entry point, or at least the whole mid. Because PUBG could definitely do that to just get more map control here. DSG, I think they realize it. Gonna
Opening
make
with
another
an
quick
op.
push up into B
Jesus.
long, something very similar to what they've done. Oh, doesn't quite catch the target though. And that's gonna be information that DSG, they are up in B.
There.
Okay, we got
Nice
one
jump
smoke
kick
out.
from
Let's
Flying.
move.
This
Let's
time,
move.
doesn't get caught
Prod
out.
area.
2 out of
Prod
1
all
peak
areas.
against Juicy's op. Oh, sorry, it's Vera's op this time. Interesting. Attacking side op from Vera just to potentially catch a defender off guard. And again, this interesting Viper's wall, right? It just puts pressure on the Showers player, forces them to be committed. But so far, we haven't really seen too much of it being used. In the meantime, commitment towards this B side. A little bit of pressure towards B long gets them the orb as well. And now they have information. They can play, they can rotate around the map.
There.
Trying to eliminate as much ability as they can here. All these trap wires.
40 seconds,
They are
guys.
ingenious here, and it completely locks down the site. And it gives out the stall. DSG is going to make that fast push, so they're understanding, they're adapting to it. And this could be it, where it's going to be pushed down. There's going to be the ultimate 5 Sky here, invested in. Flying matches to find one as he gets taken down. They're just slowly making their way in past the Tuna Camp, but inside of it is Reza.
Nice
He's gonna try to
Grumble with the
stall as much as
spray.
possible. And Elevate, they are in
Holy
the entry
crap.
point, but they're unable to
That
find
actually
the
spraying
kill target.
spraying
Off of
the
smokes,
smoke
and
right as
Grumble
Razor's
manages to make
ulting
quick
was
work of
crazy.
Redco.
Yeah, I mean, another great execute coming in from DSG. This time, you know, a little bit more decisive in what they wanted to do. 3 rounds in a row now. Elevate's money looking a little bit dicey, and yeah, a well-placed type out from Elevate just to gather themselves, ensure that things do not get too out of hand. 3 rounds in a row. And they give DSG a bit of momentum. They get that confidence back. It's a very scary prospect.
Yeah, at this point, I think they do have the creds here if they want to go for the full buy, but if they keep this going, it's not going to look too good for them. At the very least, silver lining is that they make it a very close match between the both of them. At the very least, it's 2 members or 3 members, 1 for this guys, I believe. I think 3 is the most we've seen out of the whole entire skirmish that we saw DSG and Elevate in the past 3 rounds, walking away with their lives here. But well done as well, DSG in the last round. Utilized their smokes here. Elevate tried to push them out, but DSG already took sight. So we're seeing a bit adaptation from DSG. I'm loving it here. We are seeing the three scores that came in handy. Grumble now has the ultimate. If they manage to do another quick push, I am fully a believer that post-plan should be very easy for them.
Yeah, it's great to see that Nakia is also performing really, really well. 20 and 15. Pat J, super solid as well. 19 and 8. DSG, all the players slowly getting their groove. This time they have the From the Shadows as well as the Viper Spit. But so does Elevate. Pat J uses his swords, this Showers position. Interesting option. Juicy just gonna disrespect it actually, and just gonna pick up his Dimensional Drift, teleport straight back to his team. And they're gonna explore this B side. Flaring could have been a really committed spot, so gotta be careful. Might need to opt to get out of there. Yes, he does. The utility comes through, they gain access of this position, and they could just pounce towards B side, but Elevate, it's got majority of their players here already.
It's a good read. Does stall out DSG for a moment
Well,
here.
we do not want to go A with the Viper. Wow, we'll have to kill the Cypher.
And we're also seeing the adjustment coming from Riza. You look at how much abilities have been invested up in short here. A short. So it's either the commit or the rotate.
Scout destroyed.
1 elbow.
40 seconds left on the clock. It looks to be the commit. Smoke is blocking up entry points. They have to deal with 3 members of Elevate. Up on site. They managed to deal with Nakia though. Very nice push down. Sarah finds 1 more. Rekko with
Nice
the
walk up,
reinforcement, but he gets
Juicy.
taken down quickly by Juicy. They have sight now.
Nice.
On the flank though, Riza couldn't quite make a do out of it.
There's no way this kid's
And
trying to take
despite
your gun.
Elevate having a couple ultimates. You had the Null Command, you had the Orbital Strike. You saw Rekko running away as the execute was happening. So perhaps not expecting the commitment off the back of the map control, but DSG, I love what they're doing so far. They've gotten control over Showers a little bit, took the orb, teleported back towards this B side, cleared out Long and Hookah, and then just executed straight. Right?
We should be trying to hunt
Too
them
much
down,
fancy
no?
stuff, just nice protocols come into play. Elevate.
Because we'll have the
Not
money.
quite ready for the execute again.
Guess we don't want to give them
Different
kills.
paces. It's changed in pace. It's caught Elevate off
I
guard
thought we would
perhaps
hunt.
like 2 or 3 times already. So really nicely done coming in from DSG. They keep 4 players standing as well. The economy is in great standing. On the other hand, Elevate. Now they've reached the bottom of the barrel. Now things are getting a little bit scary. 8 rounds of DSG, 4 rounds of difference. Next round's going to be a low buy for them as well.
Low buy. They have ultimates, but I mean, do you want to really invest it when you don't have the best of armory here? Disguise is looking really good though, and the switch up here, the swap of spaces, and then the synergy that's coming in right now. I can't exactly point at Alcoden, but at least for you, do you have a clear-cut answer as to why DSG is now making it work towards your favor?
There.
It's a little bit of pace change and a little of understanding of how Elevate have their setup, right? They understand which players are on which side now. And they're slowly but surely clearing out these corners. They're being very proactive at pushing Elevate further back. They're not letting Elevate gain control over space.
Interesting. We feed our
Time and time
your.
again, they've ensured that they've taken space away and then they've committed. This time, looks like it's a pretty heavy commitment towards the Showers position. No initial contact whatsoever. The up, getting free roam to spot out players towards this A side. No one gives him any information just yet. Watching towards his heaven. Oh, a beautiful knife comes in from Rico just to spot out. I think it tags at least 3
I'm worried
players.
about this race.
So that will force the rotate over. You
post-up
see,
spot.
Nakia on the minimap, he's pushed down
50
Hookah.
seconds.
So now he can isolate the rotations. He can tell his
50
team, hey,
seconds.
Elevate, stay in this A setup. Nobody's rotated towards B yet at all. And that is the problem. That's what
50
DSG had to do
seconds.
consistently the past few rounds. This round, they don't do it.
40
And
seconds.
Hopefully the eco run does not come back to bite them. Orbital Strike.
That's
onto
actually a
Ready.
big one.
Wayne with a big kill onto Riza. That's your kill trips down.
30 seconds left.
And the commitment towards the safe
Guys,
side. The paranoia comes
time,
through.
please,
And Elevate.
time.
Oh,
Pache!
Pache! The one with the rifle finds a lineup. Over the strike, invested. Flushes them onto
Please,
the site.
please,
They
please,
need to get the
please,
spike
please,
down.
please,
Ripco
please.
coming in from U-Haul. But it's not
Okay.
gonna find a kill. Siren Dreams are back. In the smoke. 12 seconds
Oh,
left.
Jesus
Vera tries to
Christ,
assist, but
man.
Sirens got it in the
Why are
bag.
we
It
waiting
almost
till
was a
for the last
catastrophe.
second? You're
But
killing me
DSG
right now.
scraped it away at the very end.
That Phantom, we let the
Situations that
Viper
you realize
keep
that
got
you're in a
2
better spot.
kills
You
as
try to
well.
invest your abilities through it. So Elevate,
Ah,
they were all
jeez,
in.
man. Come
Unfortunately,
on,
just in the
guys. Come
last moment,
on.
Getting a bit of a number deficit there. Even with the armory that they had, they tried their best, but just got shut down by Disguised DSG. I think they really need to take that
They have
as
an
a
op.
really big warning.
Hopefully we're
Even when
aware.
Elevate don't have the gunfire, they still have the spirit to try to fight back. They have 2 ultimates. Grumble with the Viper's Pit could be very useful here. Could be the game changer. Vera with the operator once again. Gonna scout out into B site. And they're gonna keep Juicy on the other end. Once again using the 4-1 strategy. And that's what they needed the last round. Made it a bit detrimental. This time round they don't make the
I
same
feel like
mistake.
there's always a window to kill, right? If
Again,
you're shooting
simple
dog
stuff.
like that.
Right? Push back the defenders, take map control away from them. Then you can commit. Now they're, DSG, you can see Juicy solo pushing showers by himself. They've gotten control over Hookah. Now they're gonna peek up long. But
No,
Nakia
no, no. Discipline!
Hit, opt in hand. Nakia comes out on top. Angle favors
Nice.
him,
Okay,
but
we
Wayne
take the trade, we take the
spots out
trade.
a little hit of flaring. Will take him down in the smoke. So the answer's back. The nice frag right there. Orb going to be picked up by
We have
Siren.
ult,
That
we have
gives
ult
him
here.
the Seekers. So you can just find out how many players are towards this site. 2 is going to be the answer. But the recommitment's still going to be coming in. DSG swarm the site.
Look under
in the
you, look
smoke.
under you,
There's a
look
player
under you,
within the
yes.
site. They find Ritko. And
Thank
they
you,
shut
Wayne.
down the potential of a flood retake. The last 3 players of Elevate
Please
have to come
don't
in
throw
slowly.
this. Just smart, just
He's up.
smart.
Euro theft available, but the
Please just
Vipers
hold
still
it
gonna
ver-
be invested.
Styron,
These are gonna
please
be
just hold
spamming
it.
Down Grumble, I think it's through the wall. I don't know how, but Juicy
Please just hold
answers
it.
back
Please
as
just
well.
hold it.
The trade frags insane from both of these teams. Wayne picks up the penultimate and is just left onto Put J behind the elbow smoke. As it fades, he spots out 3 players. 2 face him. And he goes down 10 to 12, double digits now found by DSG, mounting an incredible attempt of a comeback. Still 2 rounds the difference. It's been 6 in a row so far.
Don't lose against this
need
eco.
2
Don't
more.
let Raze get out.
First should be easy. It's gonna be just an eco.
I mean, I'm in it all for words right now. At the very least, that should be Elevate's round to win there. They got the first initial pick, and then suddenly now it's like a disguise situation, right? We got the first kill here, and they couldn't
Juicy
quite
is
make the
one
benefit
away
of it.
from ult as
DSG with the
well.
total run
Fight
through,
for shower,
they
fight for
saw.
shower.
Even taking down Redco when he was the one with the now command. No shutdown
Yes.
abilities, and now they're trying to make that
Keep
happen
holding,
again.
keep
Taking
holding,
down
keep holding.
Riza. That's gonna give a big opening
Nice.
here. Oh, and Showers. Watcher, Put J is gonna be taken down as well.
Oh,
Oh, Nakia?
that's the spike. This is the spike.
No way!
Yeah.
No
Nakia's found the spike.
way!
He's just solo pushed out of Hookah.
No.
All the action was happening
Okay,
for Shao.
we
He's
need
in
to get the
He
team
saw a
together.
little
We
bit of a
have
gap
Yoru
in the
out. We have
defense.
Yoru
At
out.
least in the attack, I
He can be
guess. Now
anywhere.
he's in their spawn. Juicy's gonna pop the dimensional drift just to find out where Nakia has gotten off to, but they've both missed each other. At least, at the very least, he's picked up the spike. He can just commit back towards his team, but he's expecting Nakia on the flag, and he's
Nice,
correct.
nice, Juicy.
Nice find
Holy
from
shit,
Juicy.
good awareness.
Brilliant game sense coming in from him to identify the potential lurk.
Vera.
All for aggression. Flaring comes out, reviews himself, but now they know that Flaring was his ace. I thought there's a maximum of 1
Yeah,
other
this
player
is a
towards
good post
B.
up by Grumble.
Grumble has gotten so deep in towards elbow as well. He's just got to call for the rotate back. So again, crisis averted for DSG.
Guys, we
They
have 30
managed
seconds.
to navigate in the mid rounds, and they should be able to find
seconds
themselves with yet another round win.
Yep. Elevate at least.
They're
Ritko
playing
and
with,
Lang.
they're
They
running
are
with guns
spread
out, which is
out.
smart.
Ritko a little bit closer.
Because you just don't want to
than the
get
rest.
caught by
Vera's actually
someone.
watching in the right
Nice.
position here. It's gonna find one more. Plan's gonna come in no time, and Flaring, last man standing, has 4 abilities, but only a Sheriff. He gets taken down quickly as DSG now brings it into 11 and 12. Ooh, how many rounds was that in a row? That's like
They
7
full
seven,
saved, right?
yeah,
They're gonna have an
7
op.
rounds.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
7 rounds in a row. And
Full op with
this is
3
just after
ults.
the initial 2 pistol rounds and the 2 rounds pushback, and then just taking everything back. uh, I'm lost here. Elevate at the very least. They are on the last foot. They could possibly try to close off this match point. They
Yeah,
have
it's the
the
op
ultimate
that
here,
I'm worried
showstopper,
about.
Visa with the newer theft, and Rico here with the very important null command. By 3 operators, 4
Yeah,
operators.
and the only all we have is
on the
not
side of DSG.
particularly a strong one.
Yeah, it's the last round. Hold for a push. Every single, lane on this map, all 4 lanes being
4
watched
ops?
by an operator.
Nah.
You got Vera at B long. You got Wayne on B short. You got Grumble towards A short, and you got Juicy towards Showers.
Vera, you got
Every
held here
single
last time,
potential
remember?
Push, watched for. And you can do that at the start of the round. Pick up a rifle as you want to go for the commit. For the time being, Elevate just got to be holding on to Hookah. That is their only advanced position right now. It's got to be spotted out as well
2
by
gunshots.
the Trailblazer. There's info, but Nakia has his own op towards this long position. Vera, is he going to peek into it? Jump peek. Pushes him off the angle.
Just trying to farm orbs for
Know
Vera.
about the quadruple ops here. Well, actually, they swapped out here. Just went for the full buy, right? So now 2 ops in the hands of Grumble and Vera. Juicy's gonna be the one making the aggression here. Clone goes in, takes away some of the abilities, but Vera with a showstopper.
No! Oh my god! How does that? They need to fix that result, man. They need to fix that result.
Spike is planted.
Play post,
onto
play
A side.
post.
This
Jesus
is
Christ.
Elevate's final push here. Vera's gonna find Rico. And now Flary and Nakia on the backer side. Not a single
Please,
member
oh
of
my
DSG
god,
has
I
gone
can't
down.
believe it.
And that
This is the time you chose to tie it up. Could have done it 10 fucking rounds ago. You choose to tie it up now.
Overtime.
I didn't even mention the possibility because I did not think it was possible. But it's been 8 rounds in a row, unanswered by Elevate. DSG, they bite down hard. They don't want to give away their grand final spot just yet.
Yeah.
And they push it all the way to overtime. Elevate, I mean, now confidence must have been shot, right? DSG coming with 8 rounds in a row. The attacking side was played beautifully. They push back defenders. They go for a bit of presence showed on the side, one side of the map. They take teleporter. They got Vera, his ultimate in the last round. And now, in this overtime, double ops picked up on this defensive
We're
side.
double
One
opping
op is a
again?
rarity. Double is a read. Let's see if it comes into fruition. It's been a success when they were on this defensive side. Juicy yet again, time and time again, down this B-long position with the op in his hand. Visa on the other side of things, the second cage pop. How long does Juicy want to stay here for?
Yeah, as for Elevate now, they've already pushed up onto Hookah. They actually jumped out. We see Nakia on this side here. Hasn't quite
Oh
find
my
any, but
god.
the fight is down up in
We
long.
lost
Juicy
Wayne,
manages to
though.
find Riza. Pate finds Wayne as
We
well.
leg Nakia.
And
The raise is
let's
legged.
take a look at B side. We already have Elevate members onto the ground. Flaming's gonna go for the plant. Siren's only blocked out, trying to go for the wall bang, doesn't quite connect.
Oh my
but
god.
that connects instead though.
Siren sees all, and now they've lost track of
Nakia's
where Juicy could have
20.
been. He's the Yoru. They thought,
Josie-
maybe he's
Juicy's
teleported
on
out.
the
Now he's
slope
wrapping around
flank.
towards his hookah position.
But he-
Elevate,
he's
they
got
need to
it
be
down.
aggressive. They're down. Man deficit. They're being flanked as well. Vera the nade, but Rick with the trade frag at the very
know
least.
one's elbow.
But Juicy coming in from the flank.
Nice, last one's elbow, last one's
But
elbow.
Juicy coming alive. It's flaring in the clutch, and a 1v3 Grumble. White Strings takes him out. And DSG, for the first time in this map, after 9 rounds in a row, they find themselves on their match point.
10 rounds. All the way. They really need to close this down at this point before Elevate gets to find a way to take it back from them. But of course, over time, it is equal grounds, and Elevate, they are catching wind of the dangers that they're not playing at the top that they did when they started out this Bind map. Losing out so many rounds like that is not going to be easy in your mental, right? It's going to be such a pain
No.
at this point. They are definitely on the edge of the seas trying their best to figure out what has went wrong and really try to...
I mean, you look at the kill distribution on the side of DSG. Everyone has 17 kills. Juicy, the only one with 19.
Yeah.
Everybody has been putting in effort to bring themselves to this point. That is the determination that we know DSG is capable of. Like sometimes the pressure gets to the better of them, but all of these players, like Styron, keeping his team in check. Everyone putting up numbers. Elevate now. I mean, how do you want to counter this? You've been struggling on this defensive side, but now you've got to put up numbers. Now you got to win this crucial round.
Absolutely, and at least for Elevate, they're not ones to go in with the investment of double, triple operators, you know, the way that DSG usually plays. So they
Our
have to make
team
something
is so
happen, right? You know, either
balanced.
a push out, which we've
4
seen
people
before,
with
you know, like a
17, one
round
with
flying
19.
situation. But DSG, I think they've already caught wind of this. It shut down Elevate and time after again, because the rounds that they managed to caught up was the rounds that DSG was on attacking mode. This is their better side.
Exactly. This was the side that DSG was able to go on a 8 round
Checks
streak.
it.
10 rounds.
Come on, there's no way that's
to
the
on
real
this half
one.
in regulation. And Elevate will need to find an answer right here and right
Maybe
now.
we should dog this
No
now.
more chances for error. No margins. They are now on the back foot. A change in the setup. The Viper and the Cypher here towards this B site. The good place is going to be spotting out a player. Break up the boom bot, and Reese are going to reclaim this space.
We lost two.
Very passive. Oh, Riza! Oh, they just walk in. He gets a
They
spray down, but
both-
Juicy
They
finds a
both
big kill
tried
rush
to
hours.
clear the fucking
Then answers back and
camera,
takes down
man.
Juicy as well. So the trade frags
Alright, Grumble.
benefit Elevate in this situation. You know, flaring on such low HP, but Grumble has snuck into the site. Rico, is he
Nice
aware
Grumble.
of this? Yes, he is, but Grumble fires a shot. Rico doesn't even press the trigger, and he's expecting a push from U-Haul. Changes around,
No
but flaring finds a kill onto
way.
Wayne. And what they needed, that one round they needed in regulation, potentially might be coming out
He needs
clutch
to- he
here.
needs to
in
play a little
overtime.
aggro, no?
Grumble in a 1v3. Stuck towards triple. They wait for the swing, and Reza picks
Oh
up
no,
three.
we
They
lost
test him
two
towards
in
He
hookah.
finds the
Wayne
two, and he comes in for the last
gets
as well.
killed by this
Elevate.
30
The
health
one round they needed-
brimstone.
The one round they needed in regulation, they find it in overtime, and we go yet again, L.
And this is usually the pattern, right? You know, they're usually going to win out the attacking side, and then
I
you go
think
into overtime,
maybe
it's orderly swapped
Grumble
out.
should just
The pedal
keep
has been
holding his
shifted into a different gear now, and at least for DSG
Yeah.
Elevate, we're back to square one. 13-13. What is scoreline? Double operator once again being picked up by Juicy and Vera nonetheless. And I think Elevate right now, they're realizing that this is a very, very
Grumble could
normal
have helped.
occurrence.
Oh, and again, they're gonna go for the double ops.
Yup.
DSG, they're sticking to what has worked.
Also, that
But does Elevate
hookah
adapt in time?
dying to
I'm pretty sure they are aware of the potential. Juicy has done this every single time he has an operator,
Juicy is
especially in the double op
Juicy
setup.
is going
He's
crazy.
pushed down long, but this time Elevate completely give up the space. They let Juicy have it, and they are just huddled up towards this A site.
I'm not too sure if this is the right idea though, because with that, so much information is already pushed up. He's all the way up in fountain and no one is in sight. Riza keeps his life
Yeah.
as a
Yes, keep
valuable
holding.
asset here, which is a good thing. But now they're all pushed up into its A site.
Exactly. 4 players on
Come on,
TSG waiting
Vera.
for this execute
Hey,
to come through.
stay on your op.
Vera still on this line. What util do they have? Nothing.
Yes!
Siren finds the first. And that
Holy
activates
shit,
Riza.
good fucking hold.
Kills in the kill feed. Just benefit
Good
TSG.
fucking hold,
Not
boys.
a single player's gone down. And it's just Ritko, the IGL left
Don't
alone.
throw this.
They
It's
have
always
no answer for
throwable.
this double up
There's
setup.
one thing I learned
Every
about
single time they
DSG.
have it in play, the ops
It is
find at
always
least one.
throwable.
And it's a flawless one to put them back up to match point.
Switching sides.
There wasn't even a timeout, right? There's not really a
No.
moment that DSG, you know, just came like, just went, okay, guys, we have to come back. There was not exactly a moment, and the only timeout we see
Good
is,
timeout.
Speak of the devil.
is this. Okay, yeah, speaking of the devil,
Good timeout.
we're seeing timeouts used most of the time to strategize about what is the tactic to close off the game, but never what are the timeouts used to get your head back in the game, right? And I think that's something that's actually really amazing coming from DSG as a team. But wow, that was such a overrun round. Is that if there was ever a round that made a statement, that was the statement to be made, right? You give
Yeah.
up one space because you don't want to take the risk, and suddenly everything is colliding on you because you don't have that one player up and long just to
You
get
don't have the
information.
Juicy is so insistent on staying towards B long, and with good reason, right? If he's there without any pressure, he can call for the rotate to stack towards A, and we saw how that panned out. Every single kill in the favor of DSG, no gaps whatsoever. And that's the benefit you have when you have 4 defenders watching 2 choke points. Elevate now, I mean, DSG is taking a timeout. What do they have in store? Wayne with the judge.
That's
Interesting.
interesting. Yeah. Could be a situation that he wants to play within his smokes, you know.
Wayne with the
close combat.
judge?
But
What the heck?
The biggest shocker is actually the fact that there is no operator on DSG.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
this is a
never
attacking side,
seen
and
an
it's a
attacking
little bit more
judge
difficult to work
before
with, but they just
in
want the rifles in
overtime.
tow. Juicy, yet again, he's got to disrespect this pressure, or at least, you know, this area of the map. He's time and time again, he's gone over to showers, he's gotten that orb for free.
Is this?
And even if there is players, he can just teleport away, right? So,
God damn,
not the most
that's
riskiest thing in the world.
crazy.
He's gotten away with it time and time again, and again, he's got to find that orb.
He also has so
Gotta
little
converge
money
onto this
somehow.
A-side. Pudge under pressure this time, spotted out by the boom bot. Oh,
Please shoot it, please
but he
shoot it,
can't
please
go for
shoot
the
it.
wallbang spam,
Please
though.
shoot it.
Paranoia comes through. Grumble is still here. They break the trip and they want to go in.
You have
but
a
the
judge,
is not good for
Wade.
the
How are
job.
you still
Pudge
losing
holding
that?
things down. A flash comes through. Red goes into
Please
the
trade,
action.
please trade
They
it,
wanna
please.
fight right here, right now. Riza
2v2.
finding the kills, but Vera with double.
Oh my
And
god!
he's now in a clutch situation. 1v2. Vlang has picked up the spot in U-Haul. Showstopper invested. Vlang
No!
runs away and knock out from the heavens above. Give them another round. Another overtime. Oh, I saw.
We
I saw
keep
Vera winning that in
losing
that
one on
situation
the
if he managed to
plant,
pick on.
man.
But
Colden
knock
had a
out.
vision, guys.
Huge round coming in.
Colden
It
had a
flashed before
vision.
my eyes, but not the case. Not the case. Not yet. Not yet. 14 of 14, we go
Yep.
again.
He was anticipating
This
to,
shit
to,
it was
right? Like,
just-
he saw it coming. He
I mean,
saw
we
it
had
how
the
he went
judge
for
in
the
a
swing.
close
He had the
range
right
fight.
idea, didn't quite exactly
I don't
put
think
the
you should be
trigger
like
or
swinging
collect
out
the
with the
gun at
judge. You're
right
supposed to
time
be
there, but-
jumping out with the
oh,
judge,
man.
no?
The dream is still alive. You know, we'll take it, right? Scrappy, but we'll take it. Elevate now, bringing it back to a reset. Operator in the hand of only one person, I think. Yeah, they're going to go for Juicy with the operator.
So,
And I don't think...
how are these two teams? These two teams are winning out the rounds that they've lost on the regulation. Flash comes through, they hold
No!
for the peak. Flaring
Why are we
best
not holding a
Juicy
little bit?
rifle over
Just a little
operator
bit, just
for
hold a
first
little
time. It feels
bit.
like Juicy has been finally shut down on his aggression towards Belong. And what else than just pure gunfire?
Yeah, but with that, nobody's hanging around the side of A side. So if any DSG members actually going to push out, they're going to catch wind of this. Giving a good call
Just
here.
hold, just hold.
Instead, Elevate might be... I think they're just going to go for a split up here. Just try to push up in hookah, right?
DSG are wanting to be a little bit aggressive. They want information. They flash out for the race to peak. That's info at least. Now they know there's two players here towards this Belong position. Styron managed to get back off the side just in time. But the barrage utility is great.
Vera bombs 3!
What? Nade down! He gets the fourth! And now it's just one player standing. Ritko up against the world. Vera has somehow come alive.
I need to see that. I need to see that nade. I need to see that nade.
Not even there to see it. And
I
Ritko
need to
jumps out of the
Vera,
smoke,
what
and
the
that's
fuck?
the fifth. Vera
What
with
the
ace.
fuck?
It puts
What the
PSG back
fuck?
on match point.
What the fuck?
He might be
I
blind,
don't
but
understand.
he is not deaf. He knows that there were members from the Elevate walking up into sight.
Vera pretty
Look
much.
at that. He could not see. He just preempted based on sound cues. With that, got his ace.
Oh my
Got
lord.
the showstopper out and then take the last one with a simple gunfight. Vera now, that brought him to 26 kills.
Oh my.
Bro, I don't know, man. Vera pretty
gonna
much
jump
just
on that
secured a
exact
ticket to
spot.
tier 1 after this
My
season.
God, and he still lives to tell
Whether
the
through
tale.
us or free
15 to
agency.
14. Backs against the wall. They
Time
lost
to-
the opening
someone-
duel.
someone's gotta
Juicy
pick this
went
kid
down,
up.
But Vera picks up the pieces. Elevate yet again. What is the answer? Juicy has bypassed the camera. So I don't think they know that Showers is compromised. And yeah, now they do. Now the XQ comes in. Riza this time towards his U-Haul spot. Paranoia comes through. And Pudgy just holding down the angle. He's been bombarded. Out of position. In their faces. Riza only good for one way.
Yes.
In the smoke.
Yes.
Comes alive. And Vera
Wow,
might be the
okay.
second to last. But Ritko picks up that kill
Last
right
one,
there.
3v1.
When he
Don't
goes
throw
down,
this.
it's
Please
knockout
don't throw
against
this.
3.
Please don't throw
First
this.
one
We're
good.
throwing this.
There's a boatload of utility.
We're
as well.
actively
Every
throwing this.
single thing you could ask for in a 1v2. Siren and Wayne, they play the crossfire. They spot him
Just
out.
play tap, just
Smoke
play
onto the
tap.
side, Satchel above, just the spot misses it. It's a big one right there. Scampers over, tap with the spike. Siren peeking out.
Oh my God.
And he gets the final kill. Siren closes things out.
16-14.
That's
We
2
were
rounds in a row.
5
That's
against
16
12
or
at
14,
one
the exact
point,
game,
man.
same scoreline.
We were
that
5
saw in
against
the last time
12
these two
at
teams
some
played.
point.
But this time,
man.
it goes in
Jesus fucking
DSG's
Christ.
favor.
Is that 2 hula
What a
hoops in
comeback.
Juicy's
What a
background?
brilliant series of events. and an insane round from Vera to give them that match point advantage, give them
My
that chance.
God, Vera,
and
you fucking.
an insane map, an incredible map coming from DSG. We see the resilience, we see the gunplay, we see the team synergy, and they've given themselves another chance in this series.
Koden doesn't have enough words to just explain the degree of
Wow,
this
I'm out of
situation.
words.
He's out of words, but we saw like a 10-round comeback all the way, bringing it to overtime, and this is something that only DSG can achieve up in the top 4 here. But well done, and now we're bringing ourselves into the best news ever. We're in abyss, Koden.
For the first time in MYG, in Malaysia Singapore challenges, we see Abyss, and it's the third map between arguably the two best teams this split in this region.
Yeah.
What more do I need to say?
Yeah, and these two teams are not only the best two, according to Koden here, but they are the ones that are giving us the biggest heart attacks, right? You know, you think that, okay, we might bring ourselves to a 3-map game here.
Look at this.
And then
They had 12.
Like, oh, okay,
They,
maybe that's not
wait,
possible. And then a big
it
comeback.
was
So
what,
push and pull.
12-4?
If you guys are not entertained at home, I don't know what you guys are.
It was 12-4. They did something
Honestly,
even NRG didn't
hand to my
do.
heart,
NRG threw a 12-5, Elevate threw a 12-4.
12-5. I was like, all right, it's gotta be
NRG's in luck.
You know, DSG.
Because I think that's their record got beaten
effort, but
in professional play.
There's no way they're gonna bring it back from a 12-4 deficit and then win on OT in the exact same scoreline that these two teams met up against each other the first time they played this split. Yep. And a recap of all the events that happened, all that has
the players are back.
That found initial success.
Okay, our team is finally playing out like our team again.
Time again, but the efforts.
Round 1 and the first
fruition,
10 rounds of round 2.
From DSG,
I didn't know who I was watching.
And it gave them an answer in overtime as well.
They were frauds.
We were initially just praising the way that Alpha was playing. It was textbook, right? You know, they get the information, they know how to hold, they play with the abilities. It was so good. And then suddenly DRG just shaked them a little bit, and then Elevate just trying to scramble out of their mentality there. And that's kind of exactly it, right? You know, you saw operators getting pulled out. Suddenly we swapped the tide up, we changed the pace a little bit. Elevate starts getting into the hill a little bit, and then unable to play with the ability.
Oh,
and I think the last few rounds really encapsulates that, right? You know, we have just minute mistakes.
Also, I'm pretty sure we lost all 4 pistol rounds.
That really showed how much they wanted to fight for this. So with that, oh man, we're seeing them at 12-4.
What's the biggest thrill in pro play? Has anyone lost the 12-0 before?
This round right here, it looked like it was going to be Raps. There was a double flank or triple flank coming in. And round after round, you know, all of the players of DSG, they come alive.
Navi lost the 12-1.
Every single player finding that impact. And it's just
there's no way that's real.
Look at these rounds. It was clean, it was nice. This round right here was very interesting series of events. They came in with a flag. And they managed to find a spike, a no scope from Vera as well. I completely forgot that was even on the cards.
When did Navi lose at 12-1?
Overtime 12-12. And then both of these teams winning out the sides that they were lackluster on regulation. Double up.
Oh, we got 1 pistol? Okay.
And I just want to say, at least for Juicy, this man is stubborn, but he's stubborn in a good way, right? He kept on going with the operator, he pushes out onto B, gets so much information, and he doesn't want to budge.
Yeah, the triple kill from the
Liquid lost 12-0. Guys, I know Liquid's bad, but I don't think they would ever throw a 12-0.
As well, Vero, that ace, I think that was the backbreaker. That was the one that solidified things and gave DSG that advantage, a slight little edge. 16-14 first bloods. Slightly opposite, but still super, super close. 1 clutch in the side of DSG. Yeah, I mean, these stats, neck and neck, both of these teams, incredibly close.
Yeah.
But that ace in the second to last round, my God, Vera.
Absolutely. I mean, we got our highlight, right? And we're looking at these numbers, incredibly close, but this tells a lot of stories. At one point, it was not this, right? It was Elevate with higher numbers, of course, and now we're seeing DSG just match them up after so many rounds of winning. And 16 first kills. That's a 2-up against DSG. There's a similar situation to Icebox. They get the kills, couldn't really convert that into winning factors here. Clutches, of course, coming from DSG. They are playing off of adrenaline. So well done to DSG bringing that map back towards their favor. And according to this, at least, we're seeing big numbers on the board. Vera at one point, I think there was one point that you pointed out that everyone
Vera,
was 17. Sorry, 16.
he like
17?
saved.
I think 17,
this
and then
17
so
kills and
hard.
yeah, Juicy was
Juicy.
19.
Juicy
I don't
was
even know
Vera
how that
just-
paint shot got 3.
Yeah.
And how he
look at that.
lived.
Juicy got one extra
3
kill,
man,
Vera got
3
10.
guys jumped out of
yeah,
hookah.
Yeah.
He was blinded.
That's an interesting
He
point. that you
doesn't
brought up. Yeah,
die,
I think in the later
kills
rounds, I think when it
3.
went to overtime, Vera was the one, under the pressure that was
And
finding
then
that value,
ults
finding that success.
one
when he could have been
long,
such a,
and then swings the last guy
scrimmy,
hookah.
skirmishy position.
Yeah.
He just manages to navigate it to perfection.
Yeah, and I do have to commend the way that DSG is also playing because yes, Juicy is stubborn. He's always the one on the scout there. If he gets taken down, at least Vera is there, going to be playing as the fortress, right? He's going to really make sure that no one's going to try to break through after getting the initial information. So teamwork makes the dream work, and Vera here is the man of the hour, 256 ACS, and then you get a 1.5 KD, 27 kills out of it. It doesn't matter about the numbers actually, because you have to think about the abilities that really converted so much in such a place like Vine, right? Everything's small, close quarters, and Vera preemptive managed to take off that 5K, that big ace there, and of course to every other round that he contributed to in Vine.
Yeah, incredible work coming in from Vera, and I think we can all say for certain that that ace round was really that final nail in the coffin. It really turned the tides of battle. If not, we might have seen more overtimes left, right, center. Who knows? But that is how the game plays out, right? When you go into overtime, your strats, you kind of run out of them, and you have to rely a little bit on individual prowess, and that is exactly what Vera showed here today. Not just in terms of aim, but in terms of game sense, knowing exactly where they're going to land, where they're going to look to try to fight him. And that is just, yeah, that is how the cookie crumbles. Elevate 1-0 up in the series. They went over to Bind. They were so close away. They had eight rounds to solidify things. 1 round would have been enough, but DSG persevere. They push through the adversity. They find that resilience. They win out Bind, and we're going to head over to Abyss. But before that, we're going to go for a short little break. And when we come back, the conclusion and final map of the series, Abyss, you definitely do not want to miss this barn burner. We'll be back in just a little bit.
No way. It was 210, you guys. It was 210. It was 210. It was 412. I was about to throw myself off Abyss. What a game. What a game. Okay, can we just play like how we were playing? Because that's how we play normally. It felt like we finally played normally. Can we not go down 8 rounds going into the half? Can we just like making it like maybe we could go down 4 rounds into the half, like. No, I don't even want the lead. Just maybe not an 8-round deficit or a 10-round deficit. You know? Tell us any plans on streaming tomorrow? Ooh, wait, the new DFT set's out, no? But my schedule is like super packed tomorrow. But whether or not I stream tomorrow is very dependent on what happens here. Also, congrats to that one guy who said they bet 10K on DSG winning last game. I bet they were sweating. I just saw one guy type in chat, please win DSG, I put 10K on you guys. Oh, that's nothing, because I put 500K on this entire endeavor. This is the weirdest commercial ever. It's like stock graphics with music, but not really describing. Like there's so much text, you know? Like this is 2024. People aren't looking at the screen. They have the stream up on the second monitor with the music playing, and on the main monitor they have Reddit as well as a TikTok of Subway Surfer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to VALORANT Challengers Malaysia, Singapore. This is the third match between Elevate and DSG. We're going a distance after an incredible, historic comeback from DSG on Bind to push themselves. When they were down 4-12 into a 16-14 victory, they give themselves another shot in this series. They take us to our first ever Abyss in VALORANT Challengers Malaysia, Singapore. Abyss on the cards, that is such an interesting prospect, and I honestly cannot wait to just jump into the game right now. I mean, I don't have notes. I have no idea what these teams are going to be playing in terms of the composition. I'm just going in there with a smile on my face.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we made history today. We're seeing these two teams come in and just battling out and pulling it all the way to the stretch and map 3 Abyss, the first time ever in VCT split 2 here, and we're looking at what is the top 4, right? So no data, like Koda has mentioned. What do you expect? I mean, it's a total blind spot, right? I'm thinking, something different coming in from DSG, possibly. We've seen, unorthodox picks like ISO, we saw something like Yoru. Maybe, I don't know, what's the most unorthodox you can get here? Like Neon is probably like the very minimum, right? As we move into
Neon,
this.
I've seen a lot of Neon slide off the map. I will say that. Sometimes when you slide, you travel a little bit further than you expect, then you kind of fall off the map. But we have seen Abyss being played in, the international leagues, right? In terms of Pacific, we've seen Talon play it, DRX on that map, Secret picking into that map versus Talon. So we've seen a little bit of data on that map. Not too much though, and I don't know how that meta affects Malaysia, Singapore, right? MYSG as a region. Play styles might be a little bit different. We've seen closing picked on that map. We saw KO.
Yeah, I'm very curious which comp we're gonna go with.
Astra options as well.
Yep.
You got Sovas, you got Breaches. There's a
Brand
lot of
new
different
map.
options available for.
Can we make double duelists work on
Why I
Abyss?
like to see a new map in the map pool. We get to speculate a lot on what agents we think are going to be picked.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in terms of that, I actually want to ask you a question. Which team do you think is going to have a spicier composition? Not in terms of like which agents go to like who's going to pick which agent, but who do you think is going to have the more interesting comp?
I think what would be interesting is that because Abyss is so big and you have possibilities of challenge, right? You might want to pump up an aggression. Like that's the first thought that you're going to have. So with that, I would think this is not spicy in terms of fight, but I think it's spicy in terms of the way that they're thinking and how they're strategizing is Elevate, because you're usually moving in as a unit. So I wouldn't be surprised if they pick up something like Harbor, right? Harbor to really push in together using one of those abilities, or maybe the Astra, or maybe even both, right? They do go hand in hand at certain times, and this could be one of those maps that really utilize it. For DSG, I do expect a bit more aggression. I think Breach is very suitable for them, just for the way that they usually play. I don't see it as much earlier. So maybe this is a bit of a wild card here. What about you, Koden? What do you think of your same question?
I liked how you broke it down. Yeah, I liked how you broke it down. I think Elevate definitely are gonna innovate somehow, some way, but it's gonna be orientated more towards team synergy, right? Composition synergy. On the other side, but DSG, it might be a little bit more aggressive. But enough of us yapping. Let's take a look at the agents in the agent select on what we're going to be seeing. You hit it right on the nail on the head. It is a Harbor going to be coming out. L, you might.
They're running Harbor.
At some point, I guess.
We're running Jet and Neon.
Going to become that Neon as well. So
they're running Harbor and Astra and Sova.
Off the map slides, perhaps. And Astra going to be picked up by Flaring. Riza on his Trident True Sova, an agent that is very comfortable on.
These are very different agents. The only agent they have in common
Rico is the
is
one that
Jet.
I'm most excited for on Elevate side. The other side of things, I think it's going to be Vera.
The Harbor is a cook though.
As that Neon, a very aggressive duelist together with Juicy, the double duelists up against the double controllers of Elevate.
Yeah.
This is spicy. Now this is interesting. Now I'm very excited.
Yeah, interesting enough is that both of these teams actually went into what
Please
was
don't
Clip,
fall
but
off the map.
Leaned into different sides,
Please
right?
don't
Different sides of the
fall
coin.
off the
This
map.
guy's
Please
went
don't
into
fall off.
aggression here,
Exactly,
Neon,
yeah.
and then Elevate on the other end is totally about team synergy, moving in as a controller.
Team synergy, yeah. Taking map control.
Absolutely.
That kind of
Very interesting, because although we haven't seen any data for Abyss, I have
Please
seen
don't
these
fall off
individual
the
players
map.
play these
Please
agents. Like
don't fall off
Vera
the
in the last year time, he was really running with it.
Wait, can
definitely
Astra
round control,
suck people
but the map is
off
definitely
the
not
map?
in play right now.
Yeah, he's definitely a good Neon. I mean, considering the buffs as well, it's a really
That
solid
would be so funny.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, Vera, I mean, your eyes on Vera. I'm not too sure whether it's in front or as a silhouette dropping off of the map. But, regardless of how it's going to play out, I'm 100% sure that we're going to be seeing.
Okay, we have a Neon.
very
I'm just so worried that the
game,
Neon's going to
especially since
just
map number 3 is going to
zoom
decide
off.
who's going to make it fourth in the upper brackets and who's going to be bumped down, unfortunately.
They're hitting.
into
Oh
the
man,
lower
they're hitting
bracket.
A.
And look at how
Recon
big
A
the
right
map is,
now.
by the way, in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is that is a very valid point, right? This is a big map. There's a lot
We're not gonna try to. Well, they don't strike. Elevate doesn't strike me as a fast team. So even if they do have a lot of people on A side, it doesn't feel that bad.
Right, for a fast rotate on this defensive side. The start of the round looks like Elevate starting on this attacking side is gonna be putting pressure towards A main. I think A main and the A side is gonna be one of the main areas of execution, right? Main areas to execute on this map. So I'm not too surprised if a lot of teams like to put pressure here at the start of the round.
So many members already there. I think they did caught win the wings on the other end, but nice one
guys are
way.
pretty
I think I'm not too
slow.
sure whether you can make much out of that just because it's pistol rounds. And here comes the Harbor, totally blocking out Vera's side. He could push if he really wants to. Oh, but he doesn't quite do so well.
No, he
Redco
doesn't even
manages to
get
find him,
one.
and the plant is coming in succession. Phone line also comes in as a double up, but doesn't quite find the target here. Plants in sight, and there we
Smokes
have.
is still alive,
Elevate's
right?
already making way, but DSG is trying to get the control back once and for all. They're pushed up all corralled in A main. Unable to take any life though.
Yeah, the smoke onto the spike, the tap as well. Smokes on both sides. Nobody has any vision whatsoever. The flash through Juicy with only good for
Man, we
one.
gotta be sticking this,
And-
brothers. We gotta be
Well, the
sticking
gravity well
this.
just tells them off the spike itself. Trade frags coming through. Pudgy, Nakia fighting the frag. Nice shot to Wade
They're
as
all
well.
so low.
And that is the final one in the coffin. Elevate, pick up the first round.
I don't know. Maybe
And
we
that's
should
what
just
I'm
stuck it
talking
the
about,
first
right?
time
That's
around,
the tried
right?
and true way that Elevate
When you have more
plays the best,
players.
right? They play team synergy. They're hoping to go in together, and perhaps that's what's been working for them, and that's why they
Guys,
let Abyss
let's just go.
float,
Can we
right?
just go
Because
into
through
the
this map
half?
rotation, they let
Not
it just run through, and then it
down
becomes a
8
map
rounds.
decider. So this is something that
Oh, he
they
got
know
sucked?
how to play with.
Oh,
DSG
okay.
though, being spread out like that, they might need to take some risks now, especially it is the anti-buy here. So they only have one sheriff on Grumble, but that's all they have.
Grumble is very consistent with
Yeah,
the
they're heading
sheriff.
towards where the one sheriff is though. Grumble. Camera gets broken, so he is a little bit privy of this presence here towards this B side. The harbor wall comes through and Elevate. Accelerating into the side, the drone will spot him out. Tagged
Ah.
up, stunned up, but still they managed to find a
Oh,
kill.
wait, nice
Juicy
push.
comes on the back lines, catches
Also,
Flame,
they were stunned.
backstun.
How did they even
Now
kill
things get a little bit interesting.
Grumble?
Elevate. They only have one gun in the hands of Rico. The other two are opting with sheriffs. Pudgy picks up a bulldog in the meantime. They have to be careful. They have to be cautious. Their backline has
forced
been
the
compromised.
Vandal.
They have no information on the flank as well. They want to re-explore the rest of the map. Okay. Oh,
Wow,
okay.
they just
Getting
let
the
it
spike down,
harbor
but they wanna
plant with
clear
no
out
one
the
to
flank.
back
That-
him up. That's
at the very least,
wild.
Rico gets it down. Comes the retake.
Rico is the only one left on B side. He is playing on that little Tetris block there. Here
Damn.
comes the flood in, but Pudgy manages to find Vera, cuts him off.
Nice.
Juicy manages to find Rico, so no more
What?
aggression up on site. It's just gonna be post-plan situation. Pudgy finds one with the bulldog here, and he has to try to make it.
Oh my god, we won.
Goes one
We
for
won
Vera is
our
the one
eco.
that's walking
Holy
away with it.
crap.
He manages to do it.
Holy
out of just pistols.
crap, Reno.
Thrifty.
Yeah, that
We
was a
won
little bit of an
Pistol Reno.
overcook coming in from Elevate. They were kind of stretched thin. There were a lot of
All we
angles
did was
that
buy
DSG
one
were able to
sheriff.
peek out
That's
of, right, from
this
heaven,
breach is doing dividends.
that B-link
It's
position
paying
was
dividends right
bookshelf.
now. The stuns are good.
You can see
Look,
right here,
double stun
Grumble
there,
taking
really
all the
good.
attention away. This smoke, they just disrespected.
And then yeah, last
Juicy comes into the
stun
back lines, the
forces
stun is nice.
reposition.
It's a double headshot onto Ritko despite him not even being stunned up.
Actually, a
And
really,
yeah, just
really
a
good
classic on
take
Juicy. He
for the
finds
breach.
3 kills right there. And that is a little bit of the inexperience playing this map, right?
Right,
You aren't
Juicy's
as
heating
familiar
up,
with
he's
the
heating up.
timings or the flanks that could be happening.
Yep.
And one thing could lead to another. Your timing is off. A flank comes through. One player goes down. It's a bit of a snowball effect. And as a result, Elevate down an eco of themselves. Juicy, those 3 kills and a save on the previous. He gets himself that operator.
Yeah, just unfortunate that he's actually in the wrong position though. Kind of invested the Cypher utilities and Juicy up in B side. The read is completely wrong. Elevate is on the other end, and that's what happens when you have no data. Nakia though, oh man, he has no data
Dude, I
whatsoever
can't
because
believe
he's jumping up on the
he
vertical, and
jumped
Vera
down.
catches him off guard. Gonna take out their opening.
Come on, Wayne.
duelist
I
here.
need you to have the
They still
confidence
have
that I
controllers.
know.
Possible. They want to push you, but they kind of have to walk in with the dry peaks here. Not much
Please
of the
help him,
flashes
please
they can
help
work
him,
with, and
please
Pudgy
help
gets
him.
taken down. Grumble and Wayne, they are raining on them, literally pouring down the bullets. And that's what happens when you don't have someone to make a burst in.
I love that that position from Vera as well. It stands on top of the boxes on the A side. So he's actually able to see over the defender's smoke. He's able to catch, what was that, Nakia, jumping up, trying to get that advanced positioning on the other side, right? So very advanced, positioning from Vera, expecting that play coming through, and that is just, showing that DSG have got their reps in on this map as well. They know a little bit of tendencies that the duelists tend to do. Elevate now, guns of their own. It was just a little behind the previous. Damage traded out on both duelists. Vera and Nakia both taken down about half HP, just above that. One-way smoke comes in. Again, Elevate. Time and time again, they get control over this. The A main portion of the map. Here comes the reckoning. Vera's in a weird position.
Jesus, Wayne with the spray down.
The
Oh my god, this is the two-man hold. Let's go, Wayne.
Siren both picking up frags of their own and just instantly shut out. This A main execute is just not working out for Elevate.
That's gotta be a confidence booster.
But doesn't quite fall off a bit. So I mean, that's a great congratulations as one. The second one is that Juicy and Grumble didn't even need to be inside, just completely block out. And I think that's what happens when you don't take control up in the library, right? You know, up in mid side, if you really want to flush in, you only have one aim.
Yeah, Elevate has no flash.
What Breeze would be if you do not take control of double
No
doors.
blind.
Yeah, the problem with this map of Abyss is
How do
that
they take?
you can kind of find yourself in
Take a
in
side. They
very
just have a lot of,
consistent pattern
smokes.
of constantly executing the A side because it technically is the easier side. But it's not easy when you have Vera just running you
the
down.
neon
smoke
double-
just enough for his escape as well.
Double
Wayne
dash
holding
is crazy.
for the
Nice.
trade swing coming through, and a bunch of util wasted from Elevate trying to find a trade on that kill, make that 2 kills, but
Also,
none found. Pudgy
Two dashes for Neon.
Juicy makes his presence known
Who
towards
came
mid.
up with that? I think we should drop
Now
the
they know
ISO. I'm
at
gonna
the
be
very least
honest.
that there is an up in play, but this up-down setup is devastating to say the least. Nakia only good for 1, and DSG looking real clean so far on this map.
I think
I
ISO was
love the fact that we're
playable
actually seeing a very
post buff,
similar Vera that,
but not
that we
post
know
nerf.
of. Tried and true, making the aggression there, pushing up through, of course, with the follow of the teammates as well.
But we seem to
And
really like
DSG,
ISO for
although
Icebox.
This is something we thought
I think it's because we had
Elevate
one
in
really
their
good
back
game
pockets.
with
It's now looking to be
pre-nerf
something
ISO.
DSG is running away with, and
But after
this
the
is not
nerf,
even
it's not
due
quite
to the
the
fact that
same.
they're doing flanks or any sneaky plays or anything. It's just pushing out aggressive plays, getting information, and working off of the Elevate still hovering over one area. Now gonna swap it out, switch it out. And we also have Rekko in another area. Flarebe's
Oh,
gonna be the
wow,
one taken
that's such
down
a
by
good pinch
Wayne
play.
Instead, as Vera makes the push through.
Wait, we're showing all of our strats, huh?
Finds out the lurk.
Neon
Execute
pushes
again towards
through
his A
left,
side,
Omen
but they've tried
TPs
it
through
time and time
window,
again and
goes
they
through
lost
right.
it. The tripwire is perfectly done. Grumble.
Oh my god, Grumble?
That's on a roar.
He's
Right
mad.
there. Makes it a
Wait.
third, and Wayne picks up
Hang
the
on.
last D.
Elevate have never scrimmed on Abyss. With the way they're playing, I think they just assumed they never had to play Abyss.
To walk through their own utilities and using it against them. You take a look at that. The other phase whatsoever, they already got set.
They thought they
but
were
they're not gonna get
they thought they were gonna
down,
put the
and
game
with that,
away
it's
map
kind of
too.
that unsure situation when it comes to having a new map to play on, right? You know, you
They just assume, yeah,
take
probably
the site,
we're probably
but
not
what do
playing
you do
Abyss.
then?
We don't have
Yeah.
to learn.
Do you push out more? Do you
We don't
just
gotta
go for the
practice
spike plan?
that.
They've
Just
tried
win the first
post
2
plan,
rounds.
but it hasn't really worked out.
I
Like,
guess the
zero
answer is to try
flash
and
is
again,
wild.
DSG super aggressive on one side of the map. That's what you
Zero
want when
flash,
you have a
zero
Neon in your
blind.
hands. Gonna be
All you
picking
got
up
the
an ultimate
entry
off of
is
Siren as
a
well. One
Sova
closer to the
drill.
Breach ultimate.
Literally a
Gotta pivot
Sova
here
drill.
towards this B side. Nakia with the knives in hand. He needs to go huge for his team.
Wait, he had to upback. Because he was kind of slipping off.
Yeah, Grumble. Again, the anchor here. The smoke gonna be taken back. Spike should be going down. And no, Rico.
Nice flash. Our breach util usage on this
Fantastically
map
done.
is so good.
3 ultimates. Pudgy with the lockdown.
Like,
Riza
every
with Suri available for this post plan,
Wow,
but it's just
I
an
think-
eco round.
Not even-
But Nakia, the floating
Not even gonna
butterfly
hate. That
stings
was a
like
nice
bee.
nice dagger. By
Nice
the
shot coming in from them. And the lockdown. Tap of the spike though. They want to commit this up and above. Gravity well will take them off the spike for the time being.
They
will
did the
just
suck
delay
on
for a
that?
bit.
Quick cut?
Stun comes in as well. Counter stun.
How
And
much
Hunter's
out
Reed,
are
here
you
comes
doing?
Riza firing bolts of fury down lane. Finds a second as well and is just left onto Grumble. The only
Guys, what
anchor on
happened?
this site. And the thrifty round.
Okay, you know what?
looking
Fuck it. They used 3
likely,
outs.
but Jay cleans up the
They
last.
use Sova
They
out.
find
They
their
use
rifles,
Killjoy
but
out. They
I don't
use
think a
Jet
lot of them
out.
going to be surviving, but still, it's a round on the board nonetheless. Elevate.
Fine, whatever.
They surprised DSG with an eco round with a couple of outs sprinkled in as well.
I think they learned not to go A.
Love
Wayne
the
is just
change up
holding
here.
it down
They
like a
realize
mother.
they're getting pushed up in A. Try to just avoid that fight. Pushed up in B. He gets some information and mid side, and then make the decision into B side. Also, number 1, abilities utilized. ultimate utilized. Great stuff coming in for Elevate. I think they're starting to get into their flow. But if you know DSG like I do, they're going to come up with something to counter that eventually. And this could be it. They realize that Elevate is not going to bite the bullet. They're going to hang around in A anymore. But Naki and Pache going to make way.
I mean, I like the aggression though. I really like the fact that we keep running out like that.
Is now in control of DSG.
Juicy lost his op
to
fight.
swap back in to retreat.
Yeah, I mean, nice attempt from DSG. Again, they try an aggressive push. This time it was down mid.
Like,
they almost got the Pache.
as long as
Pache managed to
Vera
find the
and
first kill.
Omen
Straight
Wayne
out though,
keeps
so
trying to make
not the
plays
worst
on
thing
the
in world
double
for
push
DSG.
out,
At least they get
that
a
means
trade
they always
frag.
kind of have to
give
hold.
up in the meanwhile, as I think Juicy was bested. I'm not sure how. He was holding an op towards A, but gets taken down. Harbor Wall comes through. Additional smoke from the Asha just to assist. Nice break of the trip as well. And Grumble from the heavens. I don't think he should be able to find any piece of or any angle that he could find a kill from. And yeah, it's just gonna be a retake setup. And Elevate love to play this. They have all the utilities and the protocols intact. They have the Ul drone on Riza as well. It's gonna be difficult for DSG if they want to bring this one back.
We need to tap
Usually
early.
the issue comes when the plan
Nice,
is down.
Styron.
Elevate. Styron manages to find Nakia though. Paranoia comes through. He's actually wrapping around. Oh, but the Aldrin does spy him out. He realizes he can't play this area. Grumble with the tap. Tries to go for another, but he gets taken down by Redco. Wayne comes back with the re-aggression. But they haven't really flushed him out. Spike is sticking down.
Nice.
Wayne goes up with the aggression once more.
Nice, Styron. Wayne's
As
fucking
well.
on.
A little
He's
bit
on.
preemptive from
Oh my
Elevate
god,
that
Wayne
cost them
woke
the
up
round.
from his sleep.
Oh no, it was so close as well.
Holy.
Incredible
See,
work by
this is
Wayne
what I
there to pick
said.
up 3
This
kills.
kid has it.
He was trying something really risky. The Owl drone
Like,
will
he
push it
is
off
a
of
good
that,
player.
danger spot
I
right
know a lot of
through
people were
the ledge
angry
on
with
the
his
side of the map.
performance on map 1 and
And
first
from
half
then
of
on
map 2.
out, I
I
mean,
was a little.
They didn't exactly
But
have
that's
the
'cause I
best
know
utility
what
for that
he's
post
capable
plant. The
of,
Aldrin was
man.
expended pretty early on. There's no real
Like,
shock
he was
darts
not playing like
available.
himself.
The temper
This
spike
is
will
his
also
form,
baited
bro.
out the gravity well.
14-3.
So
That's the Wayne I
DSG
know.
took matters into their own hands. Styron stunned up in heaven, and that allowed Wayne to creep up slowly, quietly, find that frag onto Ritko, and then it was a 2v1 up against Riza in heaven. Angle disadvantage wasn't great for him. They would see him first, and there was 2 of them anyway. So very,
Right,
very
we
nice
kept
coming
2
from DSG.
players from
3v4
last split.
retake comes in. And
For
they're gonna
good
call a
reason.
timeout, which is
Juicy,
pretty interesting. Like, it looks like they have all the answers
just
so
amazing
far, but
duelist, and
perhaps taking a
Wayne.
preemptive one just to assess their options. They got a couple of great ultimates.
Because he,
Uses on the base stall,
like,
Tyrants on
during
the
the
base,
playoff
Thunder,
run
Thunder,
last
Thunder
split,
as well.
Wayne was the only
And
guy
that's a great
showing up.
player
I'm gonna
always
be
says,
honest.
Like, always plan ahead. Perhaps is what Disguise is taking towards their books as well. They do have ultimates. to
Wayne was
expand here.
consistently showing up.
Not too sure whether they are planning on how they're going to address the next round in particular, or it could be on how they're going to try to close out the 4 rounds that is to come within this half. Elevate though, they have ultimate available in Rico here, Reckoning, which has allowed them to run through A before, but not exactly secure them the round. So if they really want to try to make something happen, they have to change it up, which is what they've been doing, but not the best of guns on Rico here.
And going into Vera's domain. Dodges the recon bolt. Just gonna hold down the
Oh,
line. A big shot
nice.
comes in, but no kill just yet. A nice smoke here will allow him to.
Oh
pick
my
up
god,
those.
what is
There
this
for one way
angle?
as well. Okay, drops the smoke, and yeah, just has to disengage. His position has been compromised.
This is good. See,
gonna try a
we,
different part of the map.
this is really nice because
Disguise
we're
are
just
a bit
making
aware
them
of this as
fight
well. So
for
smoke
the
spades.
space, and they
Vera's
can,
still
right?
gonna
So they have
hold
to
this
keep
mid line.
backing up,
He can just come to his teammates. Hey, there's nobody here, but the read from Elevate.
which just wastes like
looks like
30
it's gonna be the
seconds,
correct
right?
one because it's
It's
only
th- it's
Wayne
been
here,
30
but
seconds,
time
they're
and time
still
again,
coming
they've
in.
tested Wade, and he's got multi-frags on this site. Can it happen again? Wade, pressure on him. Reckoning comes through, has to just.
That's fine,
opt
that's
for a
fine, they're
retake
using an
setup. So
ult.
yeah, great utilities.
Using ult, using
coming
suck.
in from the side of Elevate will allow them to get that spike planted. And a post-plant position yet
No
again.
more suck.
Might be a spam fest. I wonder what utilities they have.
They use code, they use
I mean,
wall.
there is
5v5.
Nam Swarm, yep, they have shock darts.
And
but
because we've
that's
flanked
kinda
them so
all they
many
have. I'm not
times,
too
look
sure
look
whether
at how
Riza
many
is
they're
aware
sending for
of
the
lineup
flank.
just
Thunder.
yet. Rolling Thunder comes in though for the side of DSG. They are pushing in the issue, going into one little hole. Even for the operator, they are dropping like flies. Elevate does not expect them to push them so
What is
quickly.
this
And now
push
they're fighting
out?
for their lives up in main. Behera
Jesus Christ, man. Don't go A. You guys do not have a chance on A, I'm
They have to
sorry.
go in with the aggression and they went off
You
with a
guys actually don't have a
full-on
chance on
skirmish.
A.
Brilliant protocol coming in from DSG right there. Styron calling for the fight first. He breached,
Wayne gets another
he
two there.
Rolling Thunder.
Juicy gets
aiming
3.
The entirety of
Wait, no,
the
Wayne
left
got 1.
side,
Juicy got 3.
so that DSG could gain control over that position, prevent Elevate from just standing in smokes and spamming them down with utility.
The
And
breach out,
it turned
obviously,
out to be
main
a
thing
fantastic
kicking off
call.
that
Elevate
fight.
just did not
This
have the
breach
answer. Their
is
lineups with the
really
Mommies,
nice.
Go Drive and Nanoswarms, but you know, without any players putting actual
Yeah,
pressure.
they're spending a lot
that was
just to
really
get on
tough
side right
call
now.
to ask for. Now
Oh.
7-2 down on Eco. Elevate again. They want to test this ace side, but time and time again they walk into the waiting arms of Wayne, and I don't think he's lost this side too many times. Finds the first, and there he goes out of there. Nice opening kill at the very least. Puts them in an advantageous post-ban position.
Yeah. This is really tough. Even if you want to try to concuss onto Wayne or any situation to catch him down.
Oh, he's
able
done,
to
he's
just pull
done.
one
Now's the
out of them.
chance.
Vera is gonna pick
Did
up
he
one
just
as well
slide
as
in with a
Wayne Once
ghost?
again enters the fray and gets another Grumble, and Siren making quick work of Elevate. But at this point in time, they are looking at the bottom of the barrel. They don't have the best of creds. They don't have the best of tactics right now. They really need to recuperate. I'm not too sure if they've even called a timeout.
This is
the
the
time they really
DSG
need to
we
because
know.
It's round
This
number
is the
10. There's only
DSG
2
we've
more
been
rounds that you
watching.
have within this first half.
Exactly. This round is just sped away from all of us, right? It feels like it was just moments ago that the map just started, but now we're 10 rounds in, 11th round on the board, and this guy's composition, right? The double duelist, the Neon and the Jet tends to be a little bit more attacker-sided.
Yep.
But the fact that they're doing so well on defense already just gives them so much space and and a chance to close out the map when you switch sides eventually. Even if Elevate win these last 2 rounds, which I think is a necessity, it's still going to be hard for them.
Oh
What a
my
Vera. Takes his time,
God.
patient as always, little side
Neon
step,
jumps
just
past the
eliminates
rope,
Nakia from across
shoots
the map.
him
Look
in
at
the
X
head
on the
with an
mini-map.
op, even
Like,
Downtown, it was
after
more, at least 50 meters or more.
getting held
That didn't
with
even
a
look like
gun
it
and a
was
killjoy
on his
turret.
head.
This kid,
Who would have thought?
this
50
kid
meters
is,
down the line,
he's got too much
you
of
lose
an ego
Nakia,
on him.
And lots of times when you pick up Nakia, you cannot make a
That's
breakthrough.
right, we
The
got
entry
2
is
guys
so much
opping.
more slower, and
Up.
Rico is feeling the pain, the demise of losing out Nakia here.
It's the same double up setup, or at least, option that they did on Bind. Again, it's catching Elevate off guard. They need to be a little bit aggressive. The stun and paranoia is perfectly placed.
What is-
Wayne gets the kill though, and so does
You're
Grumble.
reloading your fingers,
Vera
man. Come on.
Around the corner, up against Pat J, but he's only good for 2.
Dude,
Needed to
it
get
very
an
much
ace to
feels
win
like
that one, and it's not
we
gonna be
practiced
happening. 9 rounds
on
to 2.
Abyss
DSG
and Elevate,
flipping the script.
like no flame.
After
I
an
just
abysmal
don't
start
think they
to
practice this
Bind,
map at all.
They do it to Elevate.
Like this
They
comp
just tear them apart on this defensive side. It's been perfect.
and these
Absolutely,
executes.
I think this timeout much needed. With that, it is the very last timeout they can afford within this half year, and they have full rifles.
Like, it's a-
Lockdown is
it's a brand new
available
map,
on
right?
PUBG, but how much can you really close
And
down?
generally,
So
people
with
don't
that,
practice
our
brand new
roles
map
and
because
weaknesses coming
people.
into decomposition and elevate, and of
It's
course, that is
usually the
only
one
one
banned
player
by
that
one of
has
the
9
teams,
kills flaring.
so people don't have to
Unfortunately,
practice a
our
brand new
first
map in the middle of the
down
season.
to 0 kills, and it's a bit upsetting to see. Right? It's also one of those situations that it could be just a lack of experience playing together, especially with the double controller comp here, and then trying to overrun one particular site. You don't even have that much space to work with.
And the double ops are rearing its head again. I think Elevate realized it. Vera
Like-
found the first kill towards mid, and then Juicy with an op towards B. That is how you let your
This is actually
individuals
really
shine
good
bright. You
info
put
for
them on the
Elevate.
best weapon of the game. You set
They
them
know
up
to
in
ban
skills
Abyss
that they would
from
find
their map pool.
advantageous. Pop flash with them, stun for them, you flash, you smoke for them, and you let them farm those kills. Elevate. Important timeout, and safe to say, an even more important round. This round needs to go in their favor,
Yep.
especially with the composition that they have. It's not turned out the way they want. Vera holding this line with the op. They should expect this.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
but Nakia.
Honestly, not even
Just back
mad.
with the
Their Jet is really
headshot
good.
through
This
the
Nakia
boxes.
player is definitely their best player.
That is
Can't even hate.
that I didn't think was the answer, but it does.
I swear to
work at
God,
the
this
very
Harbor is
Wayne
getting his.
still staying on site though with the Odin no less. Gets
Okay,
taken
Wayne,
down,
I
and he
like-
will pay with his life for the first
I
time.
like the
For the
aggression.
very first time, Elevate has got
Probably
access to
should have
this
just
side without
left, but I
losing,
like the
a
ballsiness.
advantage situation. They find those 2 opening kills, and now they back up towards A main.
Very nicely done from Nakia, getting the initial kill on Vera, and then vertical onto the box.
Wow,
here,
that
getting
is a
Wayne
pretty early
off
ult.
guard. Here
But
comes the ultimate from PUBG, trying to just double down on the site. Grumble, as well as the rest of his teammates, they're trying to make deal with it, but they're unable to see anything at all. That's what happens with the double controllers. And look,
We
it
don't have
is just
smoke.
a vision block after vision
have
block.
suck.
Even the aftershock comes in, doesn't quite need to just
Alright,
connect.
Juicy, just kill them all.
Nakia finds wonderful one. Grumble and Juicy now has to play a little bit off that info game, gets a neural tap up, but unfortunately does not have the spray power to bring it down.
All
And
good, all
Elevate
good.
gets a third point as the side closes.
maybe if we win pistol.
Yeah, big difference right there was because Wayne was not alive, right? You didn't have the smokes, the Omen, Dark Harvest to be able to section off the right side. It came down to a lot of just
9-3
8
curse,
duels,
buddy. Keep
and
up.
with
There's
the
no
spike
9-3 curse
down so
anymore.
low already.
Now it's
It
the
was
10-2
nice
curse,
effort
which
coming
we
in from Elevate to
avoided.
secure that round, and a must-eater one. You can see, guess
You thought we were avoiding the 9-3 curse? No, we were avoiding the 10-2
very strong
curse.
start here in the second half if they want a chance in this map. If they want a chance to put themselves as the first team in the grand finals.
Yeah, but if we know anything, at least they have double controller, which could work a little bit better here on the defender end. But if we know Abyss, the way we know Abyss, it's still a very large map. There's so many areas that you need to cover. Even for DSG, they took a bit of time here to finally get into the group. Elevate.
Sir, you're shooting a wall.
They are stronger in defenders. They're going to show it right now. And I think they're trying to make a
Yeah.
move on because Library is going to be the point of attack.
Okay, we're farming orbs on
Arguably,
our
this
breach,
is
it
the side
looks
that
like.
both of these compositions are stronger on, right? DSG, more of an attack side of comp. Elevate, more of a defender side of comp.
This
How do these
dude with the
teams
jump
perform?
spot needs to get
The
murdered.
stronger sides each. Vera getting a bit of presence here towards A, baiting out the smoke from the Astra. Meanwhile, DSG, two of their players walking up mid. That is interesting for a pistol strat. Rico, more than aware of this. Does he hit the shot though?
We see
No.
one.
Juicy, gonna ring out a couple of bullets just to let his enemies know that he's there. He's gonna back off, join his team back towards this B side, execute. Recon dart comes through. Hit those with no information just yet. But Riza expecting presence here. Nakia, couple rafters, will land a couple of shots. And here comes the execute into the site. A dash straight in. Riza stunned up, playing within the smoke. Nakia gets the first, and Riza holding down his angle. Grumble picks up one.
Nice,
Nakia.
Wayne.
Oh,
3v3.
the shock dart gets pulled out. Not the best option right there. Ritko playing around the smoke.
Oh my
expecting it
God.
to drop. Gets the
Nice
first
trade
kill
by
on
Wayne.
Severa, but still advantage
2v1.
goes in the way of DSG. And flaring in the post plan, in the clutch.
Oh, thank
D2
God.
spots up the head of Wayne. A Grumble swinging around alongside.
Nice,
spots him out
Grumble.
as well. And it's a 170 just 3 kills on the Sentinel player. And that is 10 on the board. Double digits now found for DSG. They win both of the pistols. Oh no, they win out the second pistol, but it feels like they won out both because of the scoreline. But yeah, they won out the second round, right? It was because of that thrifty, but
Yep.
still impressive and very much needed pistol round. Does not go in the way of Elevate.
Yep.
DSG still a
Wayne is having a career game. I knew it, man. I
This
swear. I
round,
never
the
doubted
silver
him
lining for
except
Elevate
in
is
game
that
1 and
they
game
did
2.
put out a very impressive stall there. Total vision block, unable to give DSG a lot away. But now, though, at least for Vera, he is seeing some potential here.
Nice
And
shot
Wayne
by
is actually the one that
Wayne.
opens it up.
Holds
He
the
does
push
so-
out by
oh,
Harbor
that was
as
actually
well.
pushed out in B. Okay. And with that, Vedko pushed out so far up, and that's where he went down in his demise. I think trying to get the orb, I believe so.
I think he was just trying to find some space, but DSG more than aware that Elevate is going to be a little bit aggressive. They need to take some space somewhere. And so when DSG put a bunch of pressure towards A main, Redco was hoping for perhaps free map control towards B main or an isolated 1v1. Unfortunately, Wayne, more than aware of it, holds it down with Outlaw. Contact play coming up.
Damn.
A beautiful
Even-
peek coming in from Wayne. He's lining up the server. He's
Oh.
lining up Abyss.
Wait.
Lisa catches a nice right click onto Vera. They drop in from heaven.
Wayne
It gives them a chance, but Wayne.
is just
4
like
kills with the
he
Outlaw. Those range
he
sniper duels.
pretty
still
much
favor him.
transferred all his
Nakia, the
kills
1v3.
from
Sheriff in his
game
hand,
1 to
pops the
game
dash,
2
but
and
no
just
one
put
here
it
for
in
time
game
being.
3.
They're all playing towards sight.
He invested in the
Is not gonna
future.
give him an opportunity back into this.
He gained interest on his
And they
kills.
don't
He
have
said, game 1, I'm
firearms
not
yet.
gonna kill
The
anyone.
read is all
Game
over
2, I'll
as well,
kill
gets
some
picked
people,
off.
and then he
This is
puts
literally
it
the
all
worst
on game
situation he can
3.
come up for Elevate. No abilities left for Nakia.
It's that he's actually
Does have to
Batman.
go in for the fight though. He does manage
Oh.
to find one. That's a great consolation prize.
He's Batman.
But with that, DSG brings themselves to 11-3, a very very convincing scoreline to start with in the first map of Abyss that we're seeing in VCT.
I can't believe it was 4-12 in, 4-12 for DSG on Bind. They pulled the comeback, and now they're gonna almost have the exact same scoreline here on Abyss, doing it to Elevate. What a crazy switch up of scenarios. We're one round away from pushing Elevate into that grand finals, but now DSG, they want to rewrite the script. They want to put destiny in their own hands.
Yep.
Bonus round for DSG. Elevate need this round.
Perhaps a storyline that they just wanted to create for themselves. The bit of the little esports riches kind of situation as we bring ourselves here. But hopefully, at least for DSG's sake, that a repeat of Bind does not happen to them in the opposite direction. And with that, respect is actually given out. They're trying to get some information here, but with that, in moments, no respect whatsoever. There comes the fast lane, and
Oh my God, Harbor.
spraying
Oh
everything down.
no.
Anybody within sight
Oh
is
no.
going down. Sight
That-
is now in possession of DSG, just
that
like that.
is
Riza's on
tragic.
the other end, but he's unable to make a breakthrough.
Planted.
Wait,
And
Riza's in
also-
the side. Riza's creeped into the side unnoticed. Oh, but the trade frag is there. And now it's
What
just left alone.
was
Flaring.
that?
1v3, another clutch required.
Okay,
Such a
guys.
difficult,
Come
extremely tall task.
on.
Vera and Styron technically isolated. How does Flaring want to navigate this? He has 2 stars available. Clearing out the close corner. Makes an audio cue. We're smoking up the spike. Taps on it, hoping for a reaggression. But
above it?
Styron, big brain, goes up and above. No idea whatsoever. And Styron sees all yet again. It's 12 on the board. DSG. Match point.
Okay, as
I
long as
can't
we don't pull
believe-
an NRG or elevate.
Contrast the difference in teams that we're seeing on Bind versus Abyss. What an entry coming in from Vera. Just slides in their face. Wrecks shop. And it's always down to clutches, and time again, DSG do not let that go away from them. What an impressive set of... I'm lost for words. What an impressive Abyss. They've won out the bonus round as well. This is surely it.
This is surely it. This is surely a story to talk about for the times to come. And I think for DSG, even making it to this point, they've got to be feeling pumped up. They got to feel the adrenaline here. We're one away from rewriting the whole entire storyline that you mentioned earlier. Elevate 1 point away, and now the same situation is being done onto the opposite end. And DSG as well. They have the guns. They have so much with them. Elevate on the other end. They can purchase, but with half a shield. And I don't want to give them...
Yeah, Riza's one off is Hunter's Fury.
Yeah, Hunter's Fury, right? Hunter's Fury. But I don't want to give them the doubt just yet, because we have seen comebacks when they are on the back foot. So at least for Elevate, I'm thinking they're going to switch something up. This could potentially be the last round.
After the tech timeout, I mean, we gotta rely on Red Cole. Like, what is the call? How do you navigate this absurd situation? 1 round harder than what DSG did to them. B12 scoreline, flaring out in the open. Presence spotted.
There. Blocking vision.
It's around the corner, the counter stun.
Wow,
Back in
that's such good breach
just
util.
As Styron peeks on that long side, Vera.
Like,
the
you
first one to find the pick. That
that
is just through heaven. I'm not sure if he saw
After
Nakia, but he
shock
still
the
managed to get
center
that
and
kill.
stun the
Breaks
side.
alarm board as well, and there comes the Omen teleport. Wayne is in their spawn.
My ult's ready.
Okay, no, he's in his own spawn. All right, I almost got freaked out for a second. I thought, but yeah, that just puts confusion in the heads of Elevate. Where has Wayne gotten off to? They have to worry about spawn. They have to worry about all these different positions. I think they did manage to break it. I'm not too sure, but still, they have to be very cautious of different areas. They've lost Nakia. Yeah, looks like B side is going to be the commit.
There is a turret up in mid-side
30
though.
seconds left.
Gives information as well. But here is the trigger pull. We see multiple
Nice
times
blind.
that Vera
These util
pulls
usage
off,
are on
running out to the
point.
back of side,
Like,
watching all
we're
the edges
winning
and
all these
ultimate
fights
just
off
in
pure
the
util.
session here.
It's so
Spike
good.
is down. As for Elevate,
Like, it's not a
yeah,
fair
nowhere
fight.
near.
It's
They're
not a
holding up the entry
gunfight.
points, but they're being taken down.
It's just
Simon's
util
gonna take
usage.
But Jay, and there comes the new attempt, the ping, and that's all the information that they need. Farah is gonna look
We're going to the
get the job
finals.
done.
We're
And
going to the
these
finals.
guys, they
One
did
more.
it. They
One
brought
more
it
to go
back
to
with 1
Ascension.
point away for
Holy,
Elevate.
well done.
to
Well done, team.
continue
I never
on.
had a doubt.
They are going
I
to
was
be
never
pushing
worried.
on
At no
into the
point,
upper bracket. We have
at
a
no
first
point
finalist.
during that entire
Ladies and
series did I
gentlemen.
ever thought we were gonna lose.
Yeah, our first grand finalist.
Not a single moment did I think to myself, oh man, we better start preparing for lower bracket. Not a single second did I have even an atom of doubt. I believed in the team. I need to delete my VOD still, because if my players heard the way I was flaming them in game 1 and game 2, to be fair, they kind of deserve it. Man, those were some terrible Valoranting. When it was 12-4, I literally said to myself, okay, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 4 a.m. I got to wake up tomorrow at 4 a.m. to stream lower bracket and, you know, hope for the best. Holy, we get to have tomorrow off, and then
Putting up numbers.
we play the finals on Thursday. Well done to the team. Well done to the players. Holy.
He's done so much work. 9-3 scoreline.
Well done to the coach.
Incredibly difficult. And
Dude, I don't know what you said to them after the second half of game 2.
It's really funny the way that both
But keep it up.
actually tackled up into abyss. No data whatsoever as they pushed in. You can see the way that DSG is playing. They hold up each position.
Jesus. They were shooting our bodies game 2, man. The enemy team thought they had it. 12-4 shooting our bodies. It's easy to talk shit when you're up, is all I'm saying.
A little bit like Breeze, you know, just holding up your angle. Whereas for Elevate, a situation much more a little bit Pearl here, similar to Pearl as they push in together. And with that, you
Oh
can
my
see the differences in the
God.
teams, true to how they play. But
Well
DSG
done.
just gets
Well
a
done
bit
to the
of an
boys.
edge this time around. This
Well
is a
done to the
crazy
boys.
shot, by the way. 50 meters away, according to Corden.
Grand finals in
This
2
is
days.
faster. All the way
I don't
up
know, it's
to the
exactly 50. And I'm guessing it's at least that or more.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, Wayne was a consistent.
Alright, I'm gonna ask Tarek if he wants to watch. I
I
know he's a jinx. I know back on NA, every time he watched our game, we lost.
Coming in. Time and time again, we see Elevate members in a post plan, in a pre.
Okay, I don't know. I'm worried about asking Tarek.
Weren't able to convert this. The man advantage for DSG
Man's the
was
biggest jinx in the
sublime.
world.
An amazing showing. 11 first kills in their favor, and I think it really does reflect that from the game that we've seen time and time again. They've been consistently fighting the opening frag, even though they were on the defensive side. They were very proactive.
Dude, chat. Friendship is stronger than jinx.
I guess a little bit of advantage for DSG there. Redco couldn't do, I guess his homework to find out how they would like to play. But nonetheless, an insane showing. Wayne, 417 ACS on the Omen, 24-7 with 4 first kills.
Oh, really well played by Wayne. Holy.
Oh my lord.
And the matter of fact is that this number here is not because he went out and he wanted to go for the fight. It was
Okay,
kind of deliberate to him.
we asked to watch
He had all
Rhetoric.
the vision
If we
in mind.
lose the
He
first
just
map,
hitting a
we
brick
tell him to
wall because
leave.
They knew Wayne was always there. Couldn't exactly flush and deal with the issue.
Nope.
They try to do the exact same thing time and time again. The amount of times that DSG actually run into Elevate in A main is
Deal?
actually boggling to me, because that shows there's a lack of switch ups for Elevate. It was just a bit of a situation. Perhaps they were just tired and sustainability wasn't that great for them. They get fatigued, and it wasn't as the Elevate that we saw in the very first map, right? The very first map that we saw today, which was Elevate that was
No.
1 point. So with that, it does go to show the way that esports usually is. You know, you go to map number 3 and it comes down to how well you can maintain your composure, how well you're playing on the day, and Wayne
5.0
is
KDA.
417 ACS. I mean,
That's crazy.
you're breaking
That is
the
just
400.
straight up crazy. 400 as an Omen player.
Wait, look at the KD. Can you look at the KD?
Yeah, it's 5.0. he was not dying. He was getting multi-kills every single time they came to his site, and he wasn't even dying when he just backed off and opted for the retake. We always see him towards the left side of A main. Sorry, not A main, on the A side behind the boxes.
81 kill assist ratio.
They didn't really have
God
anything.
damn. He was holding it down on
You don't
A.
have a breach to aftershock him there. You can try to wall him off with the harbor, high tide, but he can just, it doesn't stop bullets. He can just spam right through. The recon dart
Actually just held it
even if it's
down.
there, he can just hide within his own smoke. He hide within the smokes of his opponent. So fantastically done by Wade right there, showing us a perfect example of how you'd want to anchor on the defensive side of Lotus. And it's not even just him, right? It's the whole team. Everyone put in immense work. The double duelist being aggressive, Styron with the calling, with the assists from his
one more,
Grumble.
just
On the other side
one
of the map,
more,
whenever they did want to test B,
one more
he was always
series,
there to
best
shut
of 5.
Shut them down, no access whatsoever, and everyone just pulling their weight. And this is the DSG, right? This is the DSG that we expected to see, and this is the DSG that they delivered in the final map.
Absolutely, and I'm super excited to see this DSG move on to the grand finals because we have so much to see. At least for Elevate though, hope is not over. They are bumped down to the lower bracket, so a little bit of a longer journey, but they still have a possibility to make it into the top 2. So with that, Koden, oh man, we're finally done with series number 1 for tonight. It's very long, but very exciting for us at the very least. I'm sure we're both still very awake as we are going to be going into the lower brackets here, which is going to be the next series that we'll be taking a look at. But before that,
so this is the bracket. Elevate's gonna go to lower final, and it's gonna be between Lays and RDA. We actually want Lays to win because we beat them really handedly. Like best case scenario is if Lays beats RDA and Lays beats Elevate, right? Because we also lost to RDA. Elevate is 100% the toughest opponent, and then RDA, and then Lays. So let's hope. We're actually gonna try and root for Lays here, and then hope they beat Elevate somehow. RDA beat Elevate as well, yeah, but RDA also beat us. But I think in order of preference, we prefer to play Lays, RDA, and Elevate. Yeah. But then again, against Elevate, we play Abyss. We take it. If you lose finals, is the season over? Yeah. Ascension, like, this is for Ascension. If you lose, you're just out for the year. This is pretty much all stakes. All stakes. And then you have to still play an Ascension, which is a whole other beast. Like Ascension, you're not just playing the best in the region, you're playing the best in the continent. The entire continent of Asia, minus China. Like right now, we're just trying to be the best in one country. If we make it past the stage, you're playing against the best in the entire Eastern Hemisphere. Alright guys, the next time we play will be on the 18th. The 18th at 4 a.m. PST, 7 a.m. EST, 6 a.m. Central Time, where we're playing the grand finals. Loser gets eliminated. Winner moves on to Ascension, where they still have to play against now the all-stars of Asia. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. See you on 2 days. Thank you for all the support for DSG. Please go show some love to the players and the coach on Twitter. They did really well. And yeah, come Thursday, we lay it all on the line. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate the support for DSG. I know it's been a struggle getting here, but it's been quite the journey. And all comes down to it on Thursday. All right, I'm off. I'm gonna raid my boy Demon 1. The original ESG duelist. Alright. Peace out, guys.